Session 80.
80.
80.
80.
I'm 80.
I thought you were 50.
That's a high watermark right there.
Last time we played, well, the second last time we played, you guys wanted to go gank a bitch.
Yep.
And then you ganked a bitch, and then after evacuating the people from the town hall sort of area, after doing some pretty easy battle with some Skull Rakars and some Darren loyalists, Mistress Hallel showed up and sort of gave you guys a little invitation in the form of, this is my teleportation circle, come visit whenever. And blood was pouring out of her body and her fingertips, and she's looking really weird and gross and just wet with blood.
Real goopy.
Real goopy. She's an overused tampon at this point.
Wow, what a visual.
You're welcome. And then the blood of the people that died in the battle. That's his desk again.
Yep.
Tate, mute yourself. Thank you. Your desk is loud as fuck.
Alright.
The blood on the floor turned into blood spirits and blood archers. And you guys did a little more battle with these creatures that were doling a lot of damage. And after their defeat, you received a sending from Kinneros, who was butt-ass naked, climbing out of a big old brass and gold bowl filled with all kinds of dirts and dust and clay and mud. And as he stepped further down the corridor of this perfectly square and long rectangular room, plated or tiled in marble, at the end of the tunnel there was these two pairs of glowing eyes that appeared in the darkness, and a voice. Welcome, brother. And then Kinneros receives a playful slap on his shoulder as two people start busting into laughter, the illusion of their faces dropping as there's just another half-elf and human individual just, nah, we're just fucking with you, man. First time?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a fucking trip, hey?
Yeah, no shit. I don't know why am I naked and why do you guys have a bowl full of
Oh, no.
rocks?
Well, welcome to the cauldron. This is an Everlife cauldron. Yeah, when you come back, the earth redraws your soul and rebuilds your body, and obviously, like, you can't have stuff come with you because that'd be weird. Here's some pants.
Makes sense. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's why we're here, man.
How big is he?
He's just a baby.
Tell me when to stop.
Kinneros, tell him when to stop.
I mean, he is a charisma caster.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Your screen's not wide enough to. So who are you guys?
Oh, I'm Dwayne. That's Jax. We're the ones that, we trade off in shifts, watching over the cauldron so we can keep an eye on who's coming and who's being redrawn.
Well, I'm Kinneros. What's next? How do I get out of here?
The tunnels will take you out onto the mountainside, but, by foot, by flight, teleportation if you got it, I guess. Guess it really depends where you're headed.
So you guys just stay here all the time?
Yeah, we do about 6 month shifts. We just hang out and then we'll swap out with another couple people. Just to make sure we don't have a bunch of people, constantly starving to death in the tunnels and then being redrawn and then starving to death in the tunnels.
And what race are these guys?
So one of them's a half-elf and one of them's a human.
Okay.
Yep, both male.
Well, I guess I'll be on my way then, unless you have any more information to tell me, like what province where does this lead?
Well, the tunnels will take you out onto the western side of the Solar Mountains. It's a bit of a trek down. I mean, we can give you some provisions, a sword, a bow, stuff like that, help you out. Or, if you can teleport places or have someone come get you. I mean, you're taking this all pretty well. I'm assuming you knew you were high blood, so, that takes the edge off. We don't have
Bound
to...
to happen eventually, I suppose.
Yeah, happens to all of us high bloods eventually.
I must admit you gave me quite a fright when I first saw you, but you seem pretty chill now.
Yeah, we like to joke around. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I forget. Am I able to teleport back, or...
So you now have the spell Teleportation Circle, and with Teleportation Circle, you can teleport to other permanent teleportation circles. So you currently know of two. You start with having knowledge of two. One of them is in Polgara's shop, and one of them is in the Dawnwood, where your parents live, in Urania, which is farther. It's farther west of. So there was Durelium, then there was Alanoran and Sina, and then Urania is on the other western side of Alanoran and Sina. Or you could try and go by foot or horse or mountain goat to try and catch up with your companions who are a little ways west of you. Or the options are yours. What do you want to do? Do you want to immediately meet up with the party? You've already kind of sent a sending to them to say, hey, I'm back, but we're a ways away. Just all depends on your intent.
Can I send a sending?
Yeah, you feel free. I think you can do that three.
I'm not sure how actually. Am I aware of how far I am from them now? Do I know where they are?
You don't know where they are, but you know where the Solar Mountains are. Actually, Corey, give me a hand here. We'll bust out a map here. We'll take some pictures.
I can send a
Somebody get ready with a camera.
sending, and then let's see how far I actually am.
Somebody? Camera? Anybody?
Uno momento.
Get over here.
Thank you, Vanna.
As you
Like
can
a
see, we've got a
buyout.
warm front coming up from the south.
To buy a vowel?
All right. So he's basically there. So get the east
Do you
side.
need anything else on the western? Not really.
Probably not.
If you get just a broad spectrum shot here of where Urania is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the lower extremities.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Let it go. Drop it.
Sorry.
All right.
You're good.
You're gonna get a couple of photos here in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Today we're
Because-
talking about how to give a Heimlich
So when
maneuver
he
to
sent
movement.
me the sendings last session, he described the marble tunnel, and that was about it. He didn't
Yeah.
know where he was, and
It
then
was I'm naked, I'm dirty, and I'm in a marble square rectangular long
I
tunnel.
thought that I had said where we were.
You might have, I don't remember. Favora.
Before.
Yeah, there was a couple sendings, I think.
Might have gone back and forth, I don't remember.
I mean, did you say anything back to him yesterday?
The finger knows the
I
way.
don't think you did, actually.
No.
Okay, so that's where I am.
So yeah, the very northwestern tip of the Solar Mountains is basically where you're at. And then there's a city called Faforan.
And where's everybody else? Durelium?
Yeah, so they're almost straight east or west of there in a little town called Faforan. Outside of that little, what's the little forest called?
Although we won't
The
be there for
the
4
clover,
now.
the cloven grover.
Mergon Forest?
The cloven grover.
Just west of Corey's finger.
Slightly
Oh,
west
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Dewfinger.
So he's not actually that
they're-
far away.
Close.
Yeah, not terrible. I mean,
On the other side of the.
That's either an overnight flight or 4 years on foot. I can't tell with your mapping.
I know, I'm the worst. So, yeah. So it was when you guys met Ren, and you guys were just on the edge of the Cloven Grover, and it was, I think, she was like, oh, I'm dragging this back because she'd be at half speed, would have taken her 2 weeks, but you guys got her there in a day. So on the fling, you guys might be able to find him in like a week. Or you could rendezvous at a different time.
Because really the only two
think,
teleportation circles he knows are nowhere even close.
No, they're
I
in,
feel like I would like to do some exploring on my own first, and then maybe we coordinate a meetup when we're closer together. You know?
sure.
Austin Craigstone.
We're going.
Tell him to
north, so-
meet us at the river crossing in 3 days.
Okay.
That's my suggestion for the group.
Yeah.
The river in the Grover.
Cove,
The crossing.
Coven?
Cove
the
and
X.
Grover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the middle of the forest.
yeah.
You guys decide it's your adventure. Like I said, Kinneros could always like just teleport back to someplace and be like, "Hey, pick me up here when you guys are on your way back," because they are going to have to head west again. Because the only real personal stories we have left are on the western continent. So I mean, they're going to have to be flying through there at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's up to you. I'm not. You guys decide. You could also like double fist Kinneros and Boblin at the same time. So.
Yeah. That's
what
kind of
if-
what I'm thinking.
What if, hear me out
Wow.
on this. What if we go to the cauldron and make a teleportation circle in case any of our other high bloods
It
get
takes a
redrawn
year.
again in the future?
So to make a permanent teleportation circle, you have to cast teleportation circle on the same spot once a day for a year.
You'd think that these guys would do that already.
Well, they probably
could
have. We
age
just
up.
don't know of all of them.
So you have no idea.
And it's not like there's a ton in Durelium, huh?
When Seema teleported you, she just cast teleport on you, so you just went to where she was familiar with, which was different. But as far as circles go, you have no idea.
And where was that dragon
What if-
sighting?
Yeah, Kinneros.
No, that was. Was that?
Or no, Boblin.
That was Boblin.
Fucking Boblin. Throwing dragons into my story.
Yeah, there were no dragons.
It was like the flight path of the dragon, as depicted by Boblin's information, was kind of heading from sort of like the Rajan Mountains, a little bit north of Dara, kind of going up into the Salsheen district. So it was its trajectory has been seen going kind of on a cross angle from Salsheen, kind of closer to the capital, but not ever encroaching on the capital. There it is.
And where are we again?
What if it's a teleportation square?
For foreign.
That one takes 2 years to make permanent.
Okay.
Has to be a quadrilateral.
Triangle?
Those are the quick ones.
A triangle will only take you 360 days.
We don't have the teleport triangle spell though. So
Yeah, or like, yeah, Kinneros could like trek on foot while you guys go north, and then you could pick them up on your way back. Stuff like that. Like, there's lots of different options. It's just which one you guys want to do.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, kind of up to you, Quinn. Which character do you
flips.
want to play?
Well, I'd like to still play as Boblin with the group, and then I'll play as Kinneros as he travels towards you guys
Sure.
on foot.
should we
Okay.
tell him where to meet somewhere, or that river we were talking about?
I mean, if Boblin is coming with us north, then we can like bring Boblin back home to Foforin and tell Kinneros that we can meet him in Foforin.
Alright.
That's an option.
And then we can come
Yeah.
back and check on the state of the, leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boblin might become the new king. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that'd be a good arc.
either Boblin becomes the new king, or Boblin never goes home because he ganked the guy that wanted to be the king.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So I guess I'll start making my way down out of this tunnel now.
all right, Kinneros, you get some supplies. You get a regular long sword, a regular long bow. They give you food and provisions. They show you the way out of the tunnel, which takes most of the afternoon.
Dang, that's
Or
a
I
long
guess
tunnel.
it would take you until about the morning, because this was, by the time you guys were done at this little banquet thing, I think it was like pushing midnight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty late.
Yeah. So it takes you until about 6, 7 in the morning for these guys to show you the way out of the tunnel, and they're just like, hey, just Everlife, man. You know how it is. Pick a side, and hopefully it's ours. Blackhand's a piece of shit.
Alright,
See you later.
Here's
so
our business card.
Oh.
see ya.
Oh, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. Dumb and Dumber, anybody?
Do I make it to the end of the tunnel yet?
Yeah, so they led you to the end of the tunnel, and the sun's coming up. Kind of behind you. It's casting the mountain's shadow is casting or is being cast out onto the hills and the plains further down, and because of your amazing magical abilities, instead of trying to climb treacherous terrain, I imagine you just cast fly on yourself and coast down safely. Oh.
The tornado.
Nope. Puked a bit.
We lost the video.
Oh. Oh no. Oh.
He burped and he killed his camera.
It was that powerful.
We can still see Ski and Tate. You guys are fine.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so do I like recognize the
Oh, God. Say that one more time.
do I recognize the terrain around me?
No, you've never been this far east, but
Okay.
yeah, if you find a road or a river, you could track it to a town, get directions. Cool. So,
Do I have a general sense of what direction? Like, can I figure that out? Just on.
yeah, so like the sun's coming up on the other side of the mountains, so that's east. And just with the general sending information that you received or like traded with the party, they said that that Forforum was to the west of the northern portion of the Solar Mountains. So just head west.
All right, make my way.
Make
West.
a way. And we'll leave Kinneros there on his little solo trek, and I'll come up with some fun ideas to do with you next session.
Only wearing
Yeah.
pants.
Only
Yeah.
wearing pants.
Just pants and a sword.
Questions exist in this world?
What? Tate, what?
Do trains exist in this world?
Not as far as you know.
That'd be a cool thing for Rustin to make if he doesn't die.
Yeah, I agree. You guys are shaping the globe for campaign 2. Go ahead, Brett. Next time, just hold it up. Just like wave it at me, and then we'll pause. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two to hear the crinkling while I'm talking.
Trying to be subtle.
So, all right. As the last of the blood on the floor begins to seep through the boards in the floor and the tile and the grout of the rocks,
Just open the double doors and fucking blood river coming out onto the street.
A little bit. It's a little like the
Shiny.
final scenes of Carrie.
I was gonna say, Carrie, is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, middle of the night. Guy's covered in blood. Some of it yours, most of it just yucky, nasty spirits.
Did we get experience last session?
2300.
Yeah.
Nice. And Morventus, Ren, and Boblin. Sub players? That works on 2 levels.
Shit. Play reception.
Ross and Craigstone. I need a drink.
Yeah, same.
Really? We were just drinking in here.
Yeah, I know, but now we're out here, so.
This was my first party, and I do not.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
think
at
I
Zhoadel.
like them.
They don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Ren, it's all right. You see what you did there earlier? Drinking helped save your forest. Don't you see?
What?
Don't encourage her.
No, I mean, he's right. Process of how it went. You drunk a ton. You talked to the guy. Guy's dead. Boom.
Everyone died. Yeah.
Point is, drinking's awesome, and, yeah.
Period.
That said.
No, said.
I'm following you. If you're going to go drinking, then
Rossin?
If you don't want to, it's fine. I was gonna
Cool.
go to bed.
I'm gonna go with Rustin and maybe Ren. Just some sort of place that would have ales.
Before we do that, did any of you, as I'm like shaking blood off my leg like a dog who just peed or something, can any of you, fuck it, I'm not doing accents. Can any of you, I'm almost dead.
Oh,
Actually, wait, if combat's over, did I roll my, health game?
What
I
do you
mean-
know?
if you'll allow it, we can make this, like, bar retreat a short rest.
Going to the bar isn't very restful.
Yeah, technically, sorry, I'm at 0, so,
Oh,
How are you alive?
I'm at 0.
I will
Cool.
cast Cure Wounds on you.
We'll say this conversation about drinking happens after you're brought back from the brink.
Yep,
first thing you say when you wake up.
yep.
I need a drink.
I mean, we're basically just going to go to bed anyway, so first level. That is 11 hit points.
They're not alive.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, they're alive.
You're welcome.
I mean, I am kind of tired.
While this is going on, have we decided if, as a group, if we're all going to use our inspiration to fast travel?
I think we should.
I do not have inspiration.
Ooh.
What happened?
I used
What the
it during the
hell?
fight.
Falconer, do you still have your shield thing?
I do, yep.
Okay.
See, I forgot to edit your shield, Falconer, but because of the new fast travel rule, instead of once per long rest, I think I brought this up already to you last session. It'll be just once a month you'll be able to do that. Or once every 30 days.
Yep. No, that seems fair.
So maybe you don't want to use it on me right now. Unless we really want to fast travel.
I was gonna say we should save that for when we go back to Calliope when this is all done.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's where we're going.
See, last session you guys said you were fast traveling, so I didn't prep anything. Because where you guys were going, I have had prepped for months.
Well,
Oh, that's
you
easy.
can, to be fair, I used my inspiration in combat last time. That's why we can't do it. And I think I just got like one extra attack. So I can consider myself at -1 inspiration for the sake of the story.
We'll say that you gained inspiration from the fight, because I don't have anything else prepped, because you guys all said we were going to jump to this location, so I was like, okay, cool, I've had that, that's good to go.
Sorry about that.
Motherfucker! Alright, the extender is working, I've got bars on it.
Everybody's moving, I think. We're
You
back
guys
on.
look good. Oh, before you guys were like skipping frames a little bit,
Yeah,
but we could still hear you fine, and now everything looks pretty good to me anyway.
Everybody do the YMCA.
Balloons. Oh yeah, that should get there.
Yeah, it's looking a lot smoother now.
What color is Matt's shirt?
Trick question, he's not wearing a shirt.
Purple.
Blue.
Purple? Purple. Yeah!
It's a jackal! 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 Alright, for those of you going to a pub, you've already been to a pub here once, and it was called The Bubbly.
Right on.
And there was Hando, and Greta Fukoff.
Greta.
Alright.
I would like to order 2 large ales and 2 shots.
Same for me.
So total.
That's for both of us. I'm getting the first round, Zhoadel.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so two ales. That's a gold apiece, and the shots are a gold and 2 silver apiece.
What's the shot where it's like whiskey into an Irish car bomb into a beer, or it's like something into a Jager bomb into a beer? You guys remember that?
Something trash can?
I know what a Boilermaker
Or like
is,
an
which is like
Irish car crash or something
I
like that.
thought it was. I thought Irish car bomb. I thought was all 3, but the Boilermaker is like a shot of whiskey in a beer.
I thought there was another intermediate step in
I
between
don't know,
there,
man.
which makes it super fucked. But anyway, you guys should get those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 gold, 4 silver.
I mean, if you're taking the first round.
Anyway, I cheers to you. I drink a little bit of ale.
Yeah.
And then the shots come. And then we cheers again and take the shots.
Yeah.
And then my plan is basically to finish the ale, order 2 more shots. So I'm going to remove another 2 gold and 4 silver. And then I'm going to look at Zhoadel,
Yeah.
get real close to your face.
I don't think you can. I'll bend down so you can for sure.
We're sitting.
Right. Yeah,
Maybe.
you're still short.
And I'm going to go,
Yeah.
and then leave.
Successful evening. Successful midnight. Twilight hours. I don't know. I'm gonna go.
Did we get lodging in this town? Or are we just gonna pull up the mansion and the bar?
Where's the fling again?
It's out of town.
Yeah, wasn't
We
that-
parked a little ways so that we didn't draw attention to it.
Right.
There's a
10 silver per gold, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's a fun little 3-piece band in Bubbly.
ZZ Bottom.
No, Green Knight.
ZZ bottom.
Green Knight.
Nice.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Oh yeah, because last time it was Machine Crossbow Katie.
That was great.
Green. Okay, hold on.
Oh, it was
I
green.
didn't hear that
Knight?
one. That's hilarious.
Should have chose a different color. But okay.
I was gonna go Blue Day, but I waffled.
Oh! Night, like the opposite of day. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought it was like with a K. I'm like, what?
They can't all be winners, and for that I apologize. The last 2 days I've been very hit and miss with pens. It's driving me crazy. There we go. So Green Knight's on stage.
Play one on the wall.
Roston leaves.
They probably
Isn't
have
it
their own
like
song.
6 a.m.? Or
It was around midnight when you guys finished
Oh,
up the
okay.
fight. Yeah.
good, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like 2 in the morning. I'm gonna go to wherever the mansion's set up, and I'm gonna crash.
They're playing Durellium Idiot.
See, I was thinking Avenue of Happy Thoughts.
Yeah, see, I was trying to think of Boulevard. I was trying to think of one for that, and then I thought of a Dorellium idiot.
Dorellium
idiot.
Dorellium
They
dummy.
played on the lute.
Oh fuck! All right, sorry. Go ahead, guys. Oh, you back in the mansion? Crown.
Uh-huh.
Mansion, I think, was still on the fling, if I'm not very much mistaken, because you guys.
Well, it's with me anywhere I go.
But it was still up, I thought, when because you guys went back to like change and sleep, and then went to the party, so it was still within its 24-hour period.
I don't remember, but sure.
I thought it was still up until like the morning. Because you guys all went in and got gussied up for the
That's
ball.
right.
I guess me and Rostin will go back to the fling.
I forgot that all of this happened within like 4 hours.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
like 2 full sessions of just straight combat within like an hour.
Yeah, you guys showed up at the party at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Mingled for a couple of hours. Got a little tipsy.
Ren sauced a guy with champagne and then freaking killed the guy from Boblin.
Boblin, wasted the potential.
Boblin killed the guy.
Boblin killed him.
I
killed
talking
him
about that.
with
You're
my
probably
spear.
wanted for murder.
And then, it took you guys about maybe 20 minutes to clear the room, and then as you were about to leave, another fight. So, there wasn't a whole lot of time passed. Most of the second fight was just because Zhoadel wasn't here and you guys were all talking about fast traveling to her final destination.
Right.
I guess
Right.
that's a poor choice of words. To her intended destination.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get all this blood off me and go to bed.
All right.
Before me and Rostin dipped, I'll let anyone that wants to borrow the belt.
You get the belt. Now you get the belt. And it's just like,
It's a good idea, actually.
Okay, put him back on, going to the bar, skipping time, going back to the thing, and
is everybody long resting?
Yep.
yep.
All right.
Click and confirm.
Click confirm.
Get those spell slots back.
Get
Oh,
those
yeah.
spell slots back.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Oh, yeah.
'em.
Oh, yeah.
Get them good. Oh, yeah, that's a good roll.
Now I gotta pick spells. What a
I
good
put it up.
song.
I put it on tavern music.
I love this
and then
song.
the tavern came to an end real quick.
It was just a quick, celebration shots.
Nice.
So, is everyone using their inspiration?
It's a bad out of here.
If that's the choice, everybody burning your inspirations.
I've burned it.
Burnt.
Burn it all across the board. Burn it!
Burn your
Consider it toasted.
And Boblin, if you didn't have inspiration, you got inspiration from killing the mayor, so you just consider it burnt.
Yeah, I had it. Well, I don't anymore.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Who's that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone got inspiration from that big mayor Zhoadel killing 4 people round.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
crazy fucking round,
Yeah.
man. That was a lot of death in 6 seconds.
Yeah, that really was insane.
Yeah, that first fight, I was like, well,
It's
shit.
John Wick.
So originally, yeah, because I didn't know you weren't going to be here, or I forgot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, fuck, I only really hurt Riordan. Everybody else was at full health at the end of the fight. And I was
Right.
like, oh, shit. Let's throw some more shit at him.
Oh, yeah, that fight.
Yeah, that's Zhoadel combo. To me, that's the you get those highlight reels on TSN. It's like
Yeah.
it was to me it was the Falconer 191 damage moment. It was the one shot of the, I guess it was a Mistress Halal thing too with the
Oh, yeah, with the
first
Balgura.
time
the
he
nine,
used it.
Balgura.
the 9 live stealer,
Yeah.
you hit it twice and just 2-shotted it, and they're not fucking small creatures. You just
Yeah.
chopped it in half from fucking dick to top of its head.
So this latest one upped that a little bit for me because I was just the fact you just the combo, the daisy chain was
Yeah.
super impressive.
I've been waiting to get Action Surge for a while. I'm glad.
Pop pop.
Yeah, I never considered a fighter barbarian crossover. That's a great crossover.
That's what Grog was.
Did he multi-class into
Yeah.
fighter? I totally forgot about that.
The
All
Marino.
right. As you wake in the morn, you guys are all stretching, spreading your arms, about to get down into that Aria buffet, and the spell ends, and suddenly you're a dog pile on the deck of the Fling.
I did not think my head could hurt anymore until I fell on it.
And with a little bit of inspiration and a closing of a noisy binder, the Fling fires up. Unless there's any role playing anybody wants to do.
Just super hungover and very happy to be full health again.
Yup.
Man, you guys looked like you sent it last night. It was wild. That's why I like you.
Yeah.
Can't reach. You gotta give me a low five.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Ren and Boblin kind of have a thing we got to go take care of. Do you guys want to come? You can stay home.
Sure, Boblin would love to come.
Any chance to see this wonderful ship of yours do its thing? Yes, I have no previous engagements.
Let's fucking go.
Right on.
Before we go, Brett. Get that protein. The Fling fires up. Everybody puts on their goggles. Except for Ren and Boblin.
Shay, I'm sending you some things. Disregard at this moment.
Okay. And with all the inspiration burnt, you guys find yourselves now a few weeks later. Take a look at that map. We'll say 2 weeks. No, 2.5 weeks. So we'll say 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days it takes you to get from Foforan.
In-game date?
Let me count 18 days.
Because I think the party was March 5th.
It was the night of the 4th.
Oh, it was the same night we got to Foforan? Or same day?
Nope, you're right, it was the 5th.
Yeah, I had thought it was
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, the party was the 5th. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
23rd?
18, 23rd.
Yes, so we were leaving on March 6th. So March.
And we were going to Norse?
You're headed to Norse,
Good.
to the McCracken estate.
Norse with a K. Nice.
Where's the K?
NKORS.
Yeah, I could see it.
Is it a K?
Oh.
I thought so.
Norse.
I can't read it on this picture. It's too blurry.
Nice.
I thought it was like an N apostrophe. Oh, it's an N apostrophe K-O-R. Yeah, Norse. It's a weird Dorellian spelling.
Norse.
Norse.
What was the estate called again?
Sorry?
What was
The
estate?
McCracken estate.
Of Duke Actual McGregor.
Also, can we all just give an in-person shout-out to Corey for the 1,731 damage?
Yeah.
Can you unpack that a little bit?
Tell him the story, Corey.
We were on an airship. We were attacked by these wyverns that had riders, and it had one net bolt. So I shot it at the wyvern, and it tangled up and started falling. And I think we said we were about a mile up, which was like 5,600.
2,500 feet.
That's like 5,000 feet.
5,000, yeah.
Yeah, 5,600 and change.
That's enough.
And I think rate of falling is like 500
Feet
feet
per round.
per round. And the the wyvern had a chance to break out of the net on each of its turns, but I had already cast Bane on it, which gives it like a minus D4 to all of its rolls, and it didn't make any of its rolls. And it
just hit the dirt and
hit the
splattered.
dirt. 1,700 something experience damage.
Like its whole.
And the rider
That's-
tried to jump off right at the beginning to like land on the ship, and totally biffed his roll and like hit the side of the boat and just went.
Wow.
Good times. Yeah, it was like 500 d6 that he rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 5,000 feet, and it's 1d6 per 10 feet. It was crazy. It was awesome. I could not roll to save that wyvern's life, to save my life. Every time it was like 3, 5. There was one time I came within.
You missed it by 1.
Yeah, because it was a 19, and I rolled 118, and they had a
DC
plus
was
4
a
to strength.
19?
Yeah.
Shit.
What's a wyvern again? It's like a
It's like a mini
dragony.
dragon.
Yeah. I remember now.
Oh, he's
These
got
were-
him still.
These were my minis for them.
This is actually the one that was falling. That's B.
Is that B? No, it has a yellow chin. The yellow chin is C.
Oh, okay.
That's how I color coded them, was on their chins.
I see.
Cool.
Very cool.
I had a lot of fun building the tail. Like the tail was the whole tail moves in all these different ways, and the spikes at the back move and can be rearranged. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this build. Aside from the lack of pieces, like custom pieces. I mean, you guys spot the McCracken estate, mainly because of Zhoadel. She's like, I would.
Yeah.
And you do notice there's a small military presence, sort of set up around the perimeter, as you kind of do a little bit of a flyby.
So Falconer, aim for that spot, full speed. Let's just.
Sacrifice the airship.
That's worth it. No.
You sacrifice the fling, you'll roll with disadvantage for the rest of the campaign.
We should probably land outside a bit.
Yeah, there's some. So I should preface. It's still. You're getting close to spring. You guys are getting up. You guys are like a week away from your in-game yearly year date. I think it was the 28th, March 28th. You guys started. Mario will be able to let me know.
Freaking flip on that book.
Tell you real quick.
March 29th.
March 29th. Yeah, you guys
There you
are.
go.
You guys are almost at a year in game.
Shoot.
The bonds of friendship are forged. Now you're family. It is fucking cold up here. The further and further you get north, even though it is getting closer to spring months, you guys had a little bit of nice little tropical stuff in and around Darina, where Magnus is from. But once those winds have swept off and gone to the west and to the east, west to the Rygen Mountains, and then east north of the Solar Mountains, a lot of the winds and stuff from here are blowing cold air and snow down from the shelf, which is a globally known place. It is basically the polar ice cap at the top of the dust. It's chilly, and it's not snowing. Actually, somebody roll me a d20 to see if it's snowing.
One of you boys online.
Yeah, one of the online boys.
That yawn.
Not me.
Tate, you have to stay until I reveal one thing, okay? And I promise it won't take too long.
You've got max 30 minutes.
I think I can do it in 30. I think I can do it in 30.
Don't rush, but rush a bit.
Who rolled the d20?
I'll roll it.
Do it.
16.
16, I don't think is weather. No inclement weather. Just cold. Little breezy and just cold. You guys land a little ways out. There's a corpse of trees. You kind of put the fling down there. Unless anybody has any role playing to do, you start to trudge through some, calf to knee high snow towards.
So Zhoadel, what's the play here? What are we looking for?
I know that's the thing. I would try and explain what's going on with the Duke, but from what I've heard, lots of things seem to be going down. I know Lady Wren, not our Wren, but the previous, Duchess, I guess, of the estate. She was a secret rebel, and when we escaped, she was taken captive, and I suppose that's what I was trying to do here. I was coming to rescue her and Xandra, who is another rebel ally of mine. But it's just gone ass up. Apparently, lots of things have gone down. I don't know what's happening there.
So, do we need to be like stealthy then?
I'd want us to be, yeah.
Like we can't. They know, like who lives in and around the estate. It's not like we're gonna disguise ourselves as people that work there or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
we need to disguise,
Mhm.
or I mean stealth.
Stealth.
It's not like this place gets a lot of visitors, I suppose.
Yeah,
It's
no.
fucking cold out here.
So one thing that Vakmir had told you was that the estate has been mostly abandoned.
Mhm.
So there was, from the sky you saw there was sort of like a small military presence sort of on the outskirts of the estate. Didn't seem like there was much going on, like maybe a couple dozen guys, a couple of horses, like giving about probably like 100 yards between where they're circling and where the gates and the walls of the estate are.
Yeah, I don't really know what the play is exactly here. The estate itself has been abandoned a little bit. Well, yeah, that's what I was told by Vakmir. But there is a small presence of Darrens outside. So if we can stealth by them or take care of them quickly, I think once we get inside it shouldn't be as much of a struggle just to get by. I know there's not a lot of people once we get inside.
Because we're here to get your friend, right?
I'm hoping so. It's lots of details have been messed up, so I just want to clear up what's going on and hopefully, yes, rescue them. Or make sure they're safe at least. I don't know. I don't know.
Where's your friend usually stay? In the house.
Last time I remembered, in a prison below the house. But
I scryed on her though.
right,
and
but
she
then I saw
was-
her. She was just in the main manor area.
Yeah,
it's
she
like
was,
a
like, cleaning.
museum. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure exactly. Would I recognize that as like common like slave duties or anything?
So the last time she was scryed on, so the first time you saw her in the Destiny's Note, she was huddled up in the prison cell next to Lady Wren, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time.
I do remember something like that. I think I wrote it down.
But when she was recently scryed on, when you guys went back to Dara, because Vakmir had a handkerchief,
Right.
so it helped with the scrying. And you saw her still in her slave smock, but like in the main chamber of the Axel McCraggan's sort of like museum collection,
Right.
just like silently cleaning. And then she had like bumped something and then like went deadly still and was like looking over her shoulder before going back to silently cleaning.
I've heard something is amiss with Lady Wren, the Duchess, and then I know with Xandra, she seemed paranoid when you did scry on her. So I'm not sure what to expect, but past this like military envoy, there shouldn't be a lot of people on the inside.
Just remember, you don't look like you
Right.
normally, so don't spook them.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Right.
Just a bit of a finger snap, I think, would probably take care of that.
Yeah, you could.
I
You
could.
could.
I think it might be best, just in case, to wait until after we get past the military
Right.
area.
I mean, I can. Are there any sort of animals here that I could turn into that are like natural living? It's pretty cold, so I don't know.
I mean, they're like. Are you thinking of like large animals, small animals, like sneaky ones?
Yeah, like if I could go in as, or
Would
even
I-
just like fly by and look through the windows,
There's the winter rats.
like a snowy owl
rats.
or.
Oh, yeah, snowy owl would also work, yeah.
something. A reindeer. I don't know.
Reindeer. I mean,
I mean, you've never seen a reindeer,
No, I
but
know.
Zhoadel can tell you that reindeer.
I just wanted to be Sven, okay?
Yeah. Reindeer are not uncommon. There's winter wolves. That's the type of wolf, right? Yeah, winter wolf. Winter wolves, regular wolves, snow hares, rats are pretty much.
hares. That's good.
Yeah, rats are pretty much a global nuisance.
Yep.
Snowy
I feel
owls.
like I could be hunted if I was a hare, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
Arctic foxes,
Yeah, that's good.
stuff like that.
That I've
Cold.
never seen.
Whales.
Orca that bitch. Just
Go in as a sparrow and then just
Man.
white whale.
everybody gets a whale.
I mean, Falconer could always try and like bluff us in. I don't know.
I also have my invisibility cloak.
I don't know what their exact purpose is. I don't know if they're like
I could
protecting
just-
the area or if they're like. I don't know what they're doing because apparently, like, the estate itself is sort of abandoned. So I don't know what sort of protection.
I mean,
or defense
if there's
maybe.
not that many people, we could just fight our way through, to be honest.
I'd like that.
Or two different options on the option tree for me. One, I've still got some dust of disappearance, so we could do it that way.
I think I still have some too, actually. And I have my invisibility cloak, so...
The other way we could do it is that Falconer could go as the captain from Dara and maybe do a little charisma, you know? A little knocky knock. Hey, just passing through. Don't know how the fuck I ended up here, but here we are. Help me out. You know? You probably come up with something better than that, but you know what I mean?
What if we knock on the door and just tell them we're here to see their tapestries?
I don't think they're that friendly.
Yeah.
I mean... Are you persuasive?
I sure am.
Insight
Insight
check.
check?
Roll an insight check. You can roll a persuasion or a deception, your choice.
Oh, horrible.
15.
Nat 20.
Oh,
I believe you.
I mean,
Yeah, this lady you met in the woods who's never been to a party before, she seems super persuasive. Absolutely.
You and Falconer could go up, say you're visiting. Oh, I don't even know if the Duke is even still there. If he is there, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Well,
So Backmere had also told you that he was responsible for helping the Duke escape.
Right.
That's how he got his
Right,
promotion.
right. Yep.
So
Yeah.
you don't know where the Duke is, but
Duke
he's not,
isn't.
he's not here.
So maybe
That's the-
Xandra was free because she was like out in the house cleaning, and then she was really like nervous
scaring me
because
is that
she
I-
thought
I'm
maybe
worried-
the Duke was gonna come back.
I'm
Maybe the Duke
I'm
isn't
worried
even
she's
here.
on edge because of Lady Wren. I heard her like sorceress powers like manifested into something, and it I don't know.
wait, so is Lady Wren a friend or a foe? Is it complicated? It sounds
It's
very
complicated. I'd say friend if not for the fact that everyone's been evacuated because of her, I'm assuming.
Right.
So, they don't know what you look like. We could just say we're traveling adventurers and hoping to stay the night.
I don't know. I mean, we could always go in with the intention of trying to like razzle dazzle our way in, and if that doesn't work, we could pop some kneecaps or whatever.
Is your definition of razzle dazzle also popping kneecaps? Or
I
is
mean,
it-
that's mine, but I mean, like,
Right.
it's just a group.
Okay.
Group
Yeah.
razzle dazzle.
Group
I feel like she's learned over the year.
Oh my god.
It's fucking cold out
I'm just
here.
gonna like,
Oh,
I'm just gonna like hold a couple bottles of fire wine up, razzle dazzle.
I mean, that's also.
That's Falconer's
that's-
version of
Last
razzle.
resort, razzle dazzle.
I mean,
I think that falls into the popping
Two
the
grapes
kneecaps
to-
category.
You just let me know.
keep them on hand. That would be awesome. I mean, once we've got all the people we need, we like throw them back and we just like walk in like slow motion. I just came up with that. That could be pretty cool, right?
Canon, Zhoadel came up with slow motion.
Like we just
Cool
walk
guys don't look at
slowly.
explosions.
We walk slowly and we don't look. Like it would like it. We should look, but we don't, and it makes us be like, "What? Who are those guys? They're just we're just walking and they're super slow for some reason."
I
Wow,
also have pass without a trace and charm person, so
that is also good.
We've got 2 brooms and a carpet that we can just
Also true.
roll with.
There's lots of ways to do this.
I mean, it's your home, you know.
Is it particularly
I mean-
cloudy out? Like, could we like above the clouds and then just zip over?
It's a little cloudy.
If we dust of disappearance and broom and fly in, that could be an easy way in and out.
Is there a chimney? I've heard of this saint. He goes through the chimney. Nick or something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
it's actually Chetney.
Or there.
Oh shoot! Wait, have we been walking up to these guys this whole time? Shoot.
No, you guys landed in an airship after you did a little surveillance of the property, and quite an impressive craft you got there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's a normal.
Let
It's
Falconer do the talking.
it's a normal boat.
I'm sorry. Let Falconer do the talking.
Must have been quite the wave to bring you in this far.
Yeah.
Right, he puts a hand on his sword. Where do you stand? And he pulls it out and you see an ivory-edged blade.
Mm.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank
Yes, one of
goodness.
the good
Yeah.
ones. You're
Also, we're good.
Right.
show
I'll
him
hold
my
up.
hammer.
I'll hold up my white axe.
Well, I had a feeling from the state of your vessel, but I can't be too careful these days.
Right.
Some Darrans are willing to bend the rules if it meant saving their lives to fight another day.
Just to be clear, it's not a regular boat. It's a flying one.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I saw you coming in. I rolled really good on their perception and then shit on their stealth. So, yeah, at that point they were like, snap on a twig. Oh, hey, hi there. Right, what business
realized
yet?
word had made it this far north yet.
The word has been making its way for about 20 odd years now.
Well, that's a relief.
I was here to check in on Lady Wren.
Good fucking luck.
I've heard some things. What's been happening at the estate?
Well, we've had other individuals from the army and otherwise come in to check on the estate. And let's just, for ease of explanation, they've never come out.
What happened? Last I heard, there were Lady Wren and some others were being held prisoner below the manor.
Best reports we had from, I guess must have been about almost 2 years ago. The Lady Wren, who employed several of us as part of our rebel alliance, went a bit fucked.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I knew a horse like that.
I was waiting for it.
I
As
was
soon as I
thinking it.
said it, as soon as I said it, I was like, "Damn it! I did this to myself."
Continue.
What did the horse look like?
It looked fucked.
I think I know the horse you're talking about.
Yeah.
It
Is that-
got premature erections.
No, things went a little bit crazy. Not sure what happened inside the estate. the Duke was escorted out safely by General
Vakmir.
General Vakmir. Since then, we've just kept a healthy perimeter, and we're just keeping an eye. Sorry, who are you? What is your business with the lady?
I was one of her. I was a slave a few years ago here before she was taken prisoner. I helped with the original attempted escape. I was one of the only ones who was able to make it out. I tried to make it back. I didn't.
Make a history check for me.
Right.
Guidance.
Guidance. Nice.
Or you pat your butt.
Ooh, nice. Okay. 15 plus 0. 15.
15?
Yep.
This guy sounds a little familiar. He's got a full helmet on and like heavy coats over top of his armor, but he kind of looks a little bit familiar.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Close your eyes for a second.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, well, just turn around.
Not going to do that either.
Oh my god. Some people really just gotta know how the sausage is made. I'm gonna clap and turn into Zhoadel.
Oh, I remember you. You were on the caravans.
Yes.
That was back when I was just a sergeant. Now I'm captain. Captain Leopold Waltus. Sure you never knew my name back then.
I did not.
Leopold. It's just Leopold. And then Waltus. Just Wall T-U-S. I never knew you were part of the Lady Wren's entourage. Just as I'm sure you didn't know I was. She liked to keep her ducks in different barrels. I don't know if that's a expression.
I was like, wow.
She liked to keep her eggs in different baskets.
Like a barrel of ducks.
See, that's the evolved version. It was
Yeah.
eggs in baskets. No, ducks in barrels.
Yeah, so that was our version of the Charmander.
She was secretive that way. I knew a select few, but I suppose I never knew how many she had.
Honestly, I'm still finding members of her secretive organization working with the rebels that I never knew about in our years, and I worked with her for about 10 years.
I know Vakmir was one of them. I don't know if you ever found out.
I never knew that.
No.
It's good to know that we have a proper magic and race love in general in the capital.
He was ready and willing to fight for it when what was the god's name? When the old Dara fell, I guess.
No, from what I hear, correspondence I've been receiving from friends and family, sounds like New Dara's a little topsy-turvy, but otherwise acceptance is on an all-time high and trade's taken off. Magical wares and religions are being allowed, and I think it's just great. Still a little bit ramshackle up here. The only reason we're sort of more into it than the others is because of Lady Wren and her influence in this northern part of the country.
I mean, she was definitely a big help for me when it came to organizing against Durelium. It felt impossible. I guess that's really why I want to come save her, because she helped me so much.
Tell you what, you and your fellows, we can lead you up to our perimeter. At that point, I can give you as much information as I know, but should you travel inside the estate, I've got to warn you, like I said, I haven't seen anyone go in that has come out.
Can I insight check this guy just to see
Sure.
if he's
If he's telling the truth.
telling the truth or just bullshitting Zhoadel for information?
I mean, he led, you can, absolutely, yeah. He led the charge with showing the ivory-edged weapon.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, it
checking
could
all
have
of
been
it.
someone that stole an ivory edge and came up to us and started being friendly.
Sure.
19.
19. With a 19, you do see his eyes darting off a little bit on occasion, like off to the sides of you guys. But other than that, he seems like he's like there's this tiny little populace here that was influenced by Lady Wren over the years. and
Like
her-
a nervous darting or like a.
no, just sort of like just keeping an eye on something.
Oh, okay.
He's got people
Behind
around
us?
Kind of to the sides.
As a human guy?
He's a human Darren, yeah.
And sorry, is the estate behind him? Like, are we
No, you
facing
guys,
the
you
estate,
guys
or
are
like
you guys are a
what's
little
the
ways
visual
off
here?
behind like a corpse of trees in the snow, and then you were like sort of having this conversation before you headed in. But they saw you do a flyby, and so he was like, "All right, they've got to be here for a reason. I'm gonna go check it out."
Okay.
Okay. That would be useful if you could lead us to the estate, yeah.
All right.
Can I make a perception check to see what he was like looking at?
Well, as Zhoadel agrees that they're coming with, he puts a hand up. "It's all right, men." And you see about 6 different archers come down out of different posts. Yeah. Yeah, and start like loosening the bowstrings. And it's like, "Hey, we all good? There with us? Fucking A!"
Yeah.
And they start to trudge down towards you guys, putting like shouldering their bows, putting the arrows away.
Okay.
Just, it was his precautionary measure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Is the estate within a mile of where we are?
I'd say it's within about 4,000 feet. So less than a mile.
So yes.
It's within a mile.
Uh,
It's about 1,000 feet with less than a mile.
I'm gonna
Nearby.
burn a spell slot to use my primeval awareness,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and sense if there are any undead in the within like a mile radius.
Within a mile, there are no undead.
Pulling out some magnet stops.
We knew a guy that used to do that.
I haven't heard the word undead since Magnus.
Why'd you have to do that?
She didn't say she was doing that. She was
No.
doing it
Right,
anyway.
right.
I imagine a lot of somatics are probably like similar, sort of like the swish and flick of the wands in Harry Potter. You know, like there's got to be a little bit of repetition or familiarity with like how to conduct the magic, drawing it out of the nature of the planet, of the dust. And he, Captain Leopold leads you guys through the snow. It's fucking cold. At some points, Arya's gonna have to hop up on Zhoadel's back or somebody's back because it gets to like knee high at some points. So
Knee high.
I was waiting for it the first time I said it.
I mean, I can.
Sure.
And he leads you to the
I don't
southern
wanna turn
perimeter,
into a mammoth.
the southern perimeter encampment, looking north up into where the main gates of the estate are. And it's a few hundred feet from the main gate of the estate. And Riordan, I think, with your passive perception, you're the only one that really sees at first. Oh yeah, what's your passive perception? Ren.
23.
Holy
Ren,
shit.
Ren sees before Riordan does, and then Riordan sees shortly after, and then Arya after him, and it's a whole chain of events.
Chain of
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Looking in those few hundred feet, you see that the gates of this estate, and they were wrought iron gates on a brick wall or like a stone wall. They're sort of like one of them's in the snow, sort of half stuck up, hung by one hinge, and the other one's like hanging off of its mooring.
Yeah, this place definitely has not been taken care of. They used to be up.
I mean, as gates usually are.
Whoever designed these gates was bad. Bad at designing gates.
No, don't worry, you guys. They used to work. Okay, so
Fun fact about Zhoadel's first time being enslaved here, she tried to run back out of those front gates and was just walloped by. They're basically like, you know how police use rubber rounds? Durellium for slave control so that they don't kill their slaves. They have like cloth, like a thick cloth with like a heavy iron ball crossbow bolt that's just meant to like knock people unconscious or take their legs out from underneath them. And Zhoadel took one of those to the face the first time she tried to run from
Yeah.
this place.
pretty
Damn.
much just like,
Yeah, because I think you like broke a dude's arm
yeah.
and like punched a dude out, and you were just like, "I'm free," and then it was like, you just went down.
Yeah.
Granted, you were level 1 at the time.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shay, just letting you know, I got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
I might have to send you a picture.
Oh.
Was there any signs of creatures or animals or coming in and out of here? Or?
With your passive perception, give me a perception check, just a little addition.
I'll help.
Or, you know what? Give me a nature check, actually,
Okay.
I'll do my own actually.
and you can do your own nature check as well.
'Cause I'm actually good at that. Nope.
I'm actually good at this. Nope.
Guidance? I said guidance.
6.
You said guidance?
I said guidance.
Well, that's still a natural 1.
Oh.
Say, got it.
13.
My lord.
Whoa.
Natural one's an auto fail.
Yep.
With the natural one, you got to a 13?
Yep. Well, with guidance.
Okay. What did you roll on the guidance?
4.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really pay enough attention on your way through. I think Ren probably a little more intimidated by like these Darren soldiers and like keeping an eye on them. And Zhoadel's also just like, I'm almost there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
And you guys come to this little encampment, and it's shitty tents. Like one little, like you can tell, hand built little, like you know the trees that are like maybe like that.
Yeah.
Like it's a little tiny shack with a little fire going in it, made of trees of about that width. Like it does not look like it holds a lot of heat. And there's about with the 6 archers that come back with you guys, that puts it at a dozen at this camp, including the captain.
Shoot.
And it's not like you can see the tracks of the horses going off and other soldiers, but you can kind of tell this is a little ramshackle. Like, okay, we're not going in there. Everybody's dying. You know, you're stuck here. Watch the place. And most of the soldiers that were up there that were involved with Lady Wren were like, "Will do," because they want to make sure that she's fine, safe. Maybe she's going to come out one day. They're not sure, but they were definitely rebel sympathizers. Right. Well. If you go any farther than this point, best of luck to you. Like I said, it's a bit of a mess in there.
Have you heard anything? Any screams? Any magic? Any windows broken? Or like what have you guys seen from the periphery?
Animal noises.
Well, animals don't seem to come too close to this area. We haven't seen any animal tracks around here for a while. Sorry, just to negate your check. We have to go quite awful ways to go hunting. They don't seem to get too close to this area. When people go in, we hear screaming and clattering. Otherwise, the only sounds we hear around here is the whistling of the wind.
And there's outside of people going in and not coming out, there is just a silence among the estate. No.
That about sums it up, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they just walk in.
Well, heavily fortified and armed soldiers and people who have been hired via contract have gone in, yeah, with intent.
And nothing.
Like I said, no one's come out.
Is there contracts for her head or for?
We've put out contracts to mercenaries just to see what the fuck.
But were these like strong individuals, or was it teams of people? Or?
Well, a few of my sergeants earlier on, not of the rebel sympathizing variety, went in trying to prove themselves, and they were a couple of the biggest bastards I've ever known in my life. Heard squealing like pigs and screaming like little girls for about, I don't know, 6 to 12 seconds.
Wow. That's
And then nothing but silence.
shoot. I mean, it serves them, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were friends in our own right, but yeah, Darren loyalists, it's time for a shift in the world. It's time for a new age.
I mean,
I think we can all agree 1,000 years of persecution's long enough.
yeah.
Is there any other entrances to the estate other than that door?
Well, that's the main gate, and then there's a northern gate, which is the rear of the property. And as far as any other secret entrances that maybe later in had set up, not entirely sure.
What would I have known of any secret entrances?
Make a history check.
Because
I don't think you would. You were.
I
Very,
know. There was one. That was the one that we escaped from her like room.
So that one wasn't a secret entrance.
6.
Okay. When you guys escaped, it wasn't that it was a secret entrance. It's that you heard they were coming for her. You sprinted up the main servants' corridors, got to her room,
Right.
and it was Lady Wren and what was the drow's name? Yumi.
Yumi.
They were in her chambers, and you said they're coming. And then what they did was they dimension doored
Right.
down to get Xandra.
Yes.
And then again dimension doored outside. So it wasn't corridors; it was magic. At that point, they were like,
That's
"Okay, if
right.
they're coming for us anyway, let's throw out all
Expedite
this stuff."
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then running through like the rear of the property. Then that was when the soldiers were catching up and like hacking people down and taking them out. Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
I mean, I'm hoping we can reason with them a bit. I mean, if she has any semblance of what she was or what's going on, I don't know what's happening with her. If she's like lost it completely, but I'm hoping we can reach out.
My idea is have a two-pronged approach where maybe there is yourself,
Right.
the way you are, to do that, and maybe you bring some Falconer along with you for charisma's sake,
Sure.
and tank's sake. Maybe it's a Rostin as well, and then we can do Dust of Disappearance potentially just to create some additional backup.
Like what they were doing, archers in the trees.
Maybe, or just sneak in behind you. I mean, obviously, the kick in the door technique hasn't worked at all up to this point for everyone else. Not to say that they're as strong as we are, maybe, but we don't know what's in there. There's too many unknowns. So I say we should probably make sure we don't put all of our ducks in one barrel, you know?
Yep.
So
Of the people that went in, were they all loyal derelicts?
Derelists.
Loyal derelicts?
just a derelict.
Well, a few of them were hedonists. No, like we hired mercenaries.
But were any of them like rebels?
As far as I know, I think only one feller that was a rebel sympathizer. I didn't know him myself, but he revealed himself to me upon arrival. He went in with some Darren loyalists. Never came out.
I mean,
He was a younger fellow.
that may be a reason. She might be trying to like exterminate any loyalists that go in there.
Yeah, it's been mercenaries too.
Mm-hmm.
People who have no stake in the country, just out for the coin.
One last question, Captain. How many, roughly, just how many individuals do you think have gone in there and not come out? Are we talking 10, 50?
Well, I've been here for about a year now. No, it would be a little more than that, because it took you a year to march back to Alanoran.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I've been here about a year and a half. Myself, I've seen probably 300, 400 individuals. Smaller parties, of course, so, between like 5 to 12 individuals. Some brave adventurer, one or two off trying to prove themselves that they can, triple their cash for their bravery. And all I've heard is screams.
So 300 to 400 men over the course of about 18 months.
Roughly. So I didn't keep an exact
Obviously
count.
you didn't count, but we're not talking just, half a dozen. I mean, that's significant enough to,
Great.
I mean, truly understand maybe what...
She might recognize you though. Like
Right.
if you turn into original Zhoadel,
Which I am right now, and I will try to continue doing.
like going in,
It's been about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
she might recognize you and you might be able to
At least ask what
have a
happened.
conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
What about supplies?
Because everyone
About
going in
supplies.
there has been a stranger.
Has supplies been going in and out of the keep?
Oh no, nothing's going in and out.
No food or anything?
No food, no water.
Do you know of anyone even alive in there other than Lady Wren?
Well, I don't even know if Lady Wren's the problem.
Hmm.
We assume
I mean,
nothing's gone in or out in at least 18 months. That's when I was stationed here.
so she has it guarded.
Doesn't sound natural to me.
When did we scry on her again?
Before
That was
we
when
got
we were
to,
in, that was when we were in Dara.
Yeah.
Right after Zhoadel got turned into a human.
yeah,
that
so that
was-
was like on our way
2 months ago,
Yeah, I was
maybe?
gonna say.
Hold on, I have it
to
written down.
Foreign.
Kicking the door in.
That was
was
before the...
January 17th.
Yeah, so 2 months.
Yeah, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
A little over 2 months ago.
Okay.
I mean, hold on. I still have one of those edible ears.
I just gave Xander's character in Magnus's campaign an edible ear for shits and giggles. And he was like, I don't know what to do with this. What does it do? Does it have magic? And I'm like, I don't know. It just looks like an ear, man. The guy said you can eat it if you want, and then you can hear people. And he was like, I'm going to put it away.
I mean, if, like, right before we go in, if I chuck this and I, not chuck it, but I mean, like, eat it, and I use it on Lady Wren, I might gleam something, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, he said it's been silent in there, so
I guess. I don't know. I mean, some knowledge is better than none.
yeah.
And that's coming from me. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna eat the ear. I'm gonna think of Lady Wren. Hi. Oh.
That goes on for a minute.
Ears are not bad. They're full of nutrients.
This one's full of wax, and we need to go in now. I'm gonna.
What did you hear?
I don't know. It wasn't good. There was just this long drone of like, her like.
It was very, very quiet.
It was like.
Like she was
Just
a
the whole-
zombie?
There are no undead. I've checked.
Stop tugging on your lip, baby. You're going to rip it off.
I think we need to go in now. I don't want to take any chances or anything. This
Like,
is taking
maybe
a chance.
She's been possessed.
I'm going in. I'm rolling my con save.
These are the things.
17 plus stuff. I'm good.
Can't say for what?
For the ear.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I guess eating an ear is traumatizing. So.
What is it? Was it like a DC 10?
10, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
I'm
get
good.
lower than the 10, you
I've-
just
I've-
like start vomiting
I have
uncontrollably.
I have a plus 8.
Yeah.
If I got a 1, that was the only thing I could have. Anyway,
I follow Zhoadel.
Alright.
thanks, Justin.
What was your name? So I can spread your tale of glory and...
Zhoadel! Thank you, Leopold.
Welcome, Cornerstone. I'm watching my two.
Zhoadel and Rockstone Craigson. What? Okay, as you guys go charging through the snow, what's the rest of everybody doing?
I'm gonna put my hood up
Fucking
and follow, I
Okay.
guess. If you guys want Dust of Disappearance, I can give you a
No,
vial.
I'll just follow.
Okay.
I'm gonna do dust of this.
I'll take one. Volume's kind of tiny, so
Yep.
thank you.
Doing my best to stay within 10 feet of everybody.
You want to angle that camera, Brett?
Sure.
I was trying not to accidentally glance at this map, but that's what it's here for.
I noticed one glance.
I
Yeah.
know, I was trying not to. And I pointed to it once too, and I was like, oh no! You come charging in the main gate.
Alright.
Into
I want to wonder how does a person I treat as a person or like a being?
I
Alright.
don't speak toothpaste.
like
Right,
Can
right.
you repeat
Gummy
that?
bears.
Ryder didn't make a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on.
You guys come charging into the courtyard.
What do I see?
You see the courtyard you're familiar with.
Is it,
I want to wonder the first being that I see.
Okay, so you see your party.
You see me.
No, other than that.
No one's around.
is it, like a wire, or not a wire, but like
Wrought
a
iron gate.
wrought iron fence? Or is it
So
a
it's a
solid wood fence?
Only
or...
the gate was like a thick wrought iron
Or-
gate.
okay,
and
and
everything
it's
else is
stone?
stone wall.
Okay.
And
It's stone.
Rustin, it's stone!
pop your distance.
How high are they?
See how many.
Probably like 30 feet.
Oh. Are you?
The gate is off its hinges.
Because I
but
can
other than
dust
that-
more than
If
one
you dug a
person.
5
I
foot
understand.
hole
Yes,
down,
I've
how
got some.
deep would
You've
that
got
hole
some.
be?
If you want to use yours. then
Oh,
I
probably
have to
20
waste
feet.
mine.
Okay,
All right, the gate is off its hinges.
just a
as,
sec.
as you guys saw.
We're gonna. Oh, I guess you've got the cloak though, right?
Yeah, I don't have to disappearance myself. I can
Oh.
throw some dust on you guys.
I'm gonna look around.
It's
give a little-
1d4 minutes, 2d4
Yeah, I'm just gonna like
minutes.
press up against the wall by the door and kind of like.
Okay.
That
See if I
moaning,
can
like
see
that
anything.
droning I was hearing, was that like, was I hearing
Do you
any
want
other
to
like
be
weather outside, or
invisible?
was it just?
That was it. That was it. Just the.
I'm gonna
I mean,
head
if
inside the main
someone
building.
else wants
Brett,
it,
your
they can-
head's in the way, mate.
I know. I'm gonna
Kind
take.
of.
a
It's a
pic.
it's a gorgeous
Become
head,
invisible.
but it's in the way.
Not for very long.
You
Okay.
and each creature in a 10-foot radius.
Hold on, if you
Yeah,
want to
if
hear,
you're
I can
giving
take
it
a,
out, then
I can take a picture.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah, enter your own file. Kate is off the hinges.
4 minutes.
That's plenty of
4
time.
minutes. And that was for who? Who's invisible?
Ren, Ryden,
Boblin,
Boblin, and I
I'm
think that.
invisible.
And I
Falcon,
think that's
are
it.
you with like the bigger group that's like stealthing in, or are you with the charging group?
No, I charged with you.
Okay.
All right. Gate's off its hinges,
And I've got my hood up.
and you're invisible. So
I'm
a bunch,
gonna
bunch of folks invisible.
4 of us, yeah.
Okay.
still as Zhoadel. I'm gonna once I'm in the courtyard, I'm gonna try and continue onto the main
All right.
building.
So as you come in, you see the sheds and the stables that you used to work at.
Yep.
These portions of the map. This portion, and this portion.
I gotta go.
That's all right. I'll send you a pic. And even with
Love
your
you,
passive
bye.
perception,
Mhm.
as you're running past,
We
I
lose
think we
them.
died.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Love you, bye.
God, it's taking me 5 minutes to get one sentence out.
What's the courtyard look like?
It's covered in snow.
Does it look like uneven or?
No, flat. Looks like there might be grass there in the summertime. As Zhoadel, even with Zhoadel's passive perception, as you guys start running in, anybody who's following also sees there are piles of bodies in the stables.
Ooh.
Piles. And there's no signs, because it snowed here recently, of like them being dragged out or moved out or teleported out.
Now this is gonna get confusing, but
with
if I see her
Ren-
in person, I just call her Ren. So this might get a little.
New Ren and old Ren.
Oh,
You'll be Ren too.
oh, Rebecca. No, Rebecca.
How dare they? You see piles of corpses, mercenaries, and Darren. You see a lot of the like heavy armor and stuff have like these massive impale holes through. A lot of them look really decayed, and yeah, lots of look like they've been smushed, like they've got broken bones, like now that they've decayed, it looks like like arms and ribs are shattered in pieces. Yeah, some look like they were just straight up crushed. And
Is there anything on the roof of the building?
make a perception check.
Does it look like ballista or anything like that? Alright, which one of you guys is not gonna fuck me? Let's try this one. Eh. Perception. That is 14.
14. I don't know, when you do it makes me yawn. Nothing. Snow, like overhangs of snow, some icicles from when it's got a little warm and then refroze. Doesn't look like there's any footprints, doesn't look like anybody's in here.
I clock the bodies. I'm rushing forward. I'm going in the main.
Main gate,
Mhm.
or main doors.
They're not locked. They're not trapped.
Too late to check now.
Yeah, I don't know if they're locked. If they're trapped, we'll see.
Zhoadel charges through. You want to just like bash them open?
Yeah.
Okay, you bash them open. And then you stand in the main entrance. And you look to your sides.
I'm gonna set up a cam for you guys.
This familiar entranceway, you know, some benches. Oh, that was bad. Yep. Stairways going up into the servants' quarters on one side, and then the main stair on the other side. And then the main door going into Axel's museum-esque storage area. Make a perception check. Actually, no. What's yours? Are you in there with him? Or her?
I haven't burst in with him.
I'll have pause in this main entranceway enough
Right.
for
Yeah,
if
I'll-
everybody wants to catch up.
Who's with Zoe
Slowly,
the abode?
kind of
Falconer
carefully
and Rustin.
approach. Kinda,
With a passive 23, you're not seeing or hearing anything other than the wind. And Zhoadel and Rostin, probably, because Rostin's in... I think Rostin still has heavy armor, doesn't he? So he's just like... Ching, chong, ching, chong, ching, chong, through the snow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Where am I gonna be? I'm gonna.
Whoa. Sorry, I didn't realize the camera was right there.
Yeah, you're just wanted to make sure the boys could see. So who rushed again? It was just you.
I think
Me
Zhoadel...
and
I think
Rostin
Rostin said he was
and,
right on Zodel's heels.
Falconer was
Falconer.
also with us.
Yeah, I did.
And Falconer, are you invisible?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 3 visible boys running in. Or was Rostin invisible?
Rostin was visible.
He was visible?
Visible.
Okay, so the 3 of you are visible. The rest of the party's invisible. You run into this this front entryway. Obviously, this map is not to scale. It's just to give you an idea of the state of things that you're looking at.
you're really small people up in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make haste behind the guys just to.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna try and open the doors to the main museum area.
Okay. You're inside, Ryder?
I'm just outside the doors. I'm gonna look this way toward the gate. Just perception check. I
Mhm.
don't know if I could see
Make a
anything.
perception check.
Oh, shit, everything's closed.
Yeah, I'm also on very high
Okay.
alert. I want to like watch the corners. And
Yeah. With your 23, you're not seeing anything. Just your passive.
Yeah,
It was
just-
23, right?
And it,
That's fucking awesome.
as we came in, is it like dark in there?
There are several candles lit,
Oh.
and it doesn't appear to be dust or clutter. Doesn't seem like anything's in disrepair.
Normal candle colors.
Normal candle colors.
That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna check the museum.
All right. Are you inside?
Uh,
You're in the entranceway, sort of just panning.
Yeah, I guess I'm just listening for fuckery. Whether it comes, you said no undead, so that's probably not going to be a thing.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, yeah. I'll telepathically tell everyone I'm going inside.
Okay.
Um,
So Zhoadel.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Just kind of, keeping a little bit of distance just to.
Mhm.
Because we know that she's kind of rushing in willy nilly, so just to
create some separation.
make sure
rushing
that
in.
we're
I'll take-
covering our bases.
I'll take the right.
All right. Ren's on the right.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Ari's invisible. I guess everybody's invisible. Boblin, what's Boblin up to?
Boblin is
Dice.
sneaking around. I'm actually going to stick close to Arya. That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
We can't
And I'm
see
gonna
each
be
other
using
when we're
my-
invisible, can we?
Nope.
No.
But you would be able to see like the footprints in the snow.
Yeah,
I can see
that's
the footprints.
Once you come in, then like the wet footprints for about a minute, and then where'd you go?
yeah.
Zhoadel puts her hands on the handles, and as you pull, you know that they're the big lever handles, and you know that they were very prone to squeak in the past going in, and they glide silently as you pull, and now you're hearing little footsteps as suddenly
Guys, everyone!
Silver Dragonborn comes like half shuffling, half running out from around a corner, just like sees you, stops for a second, and then just like, and she's wearing these weird slippers, like very soft cottony slippers, as she runs up and she grabs you and she plants a kiss on your face.
Yes, that's gonna be one of those spinning things like in Titanic. I've never seen Titanic.
She stops you from spinning her, and as she separates the lips, she puts a finger to yours. And she just shakes her head. She gestures towards the door. Outside. She whispers.
You hear in your head, who is that?
Has Rustin Wand of hugged her while she was running out?
Oh, yes. That's what he said he wanted to do.
He saw you just hug her, so we'll call that a thing.
Okay.
And I gotta pee before we do this exchange.
I'm not gonna
Introducing Xandra.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna nod everyone outside. Oh shoot, my computer's at 1%. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, make sure to crush it. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, this was like the character for my backstory. If there was one to be one person.
One friendship to rule them all.
I wouldn't call that friendship. That's more than
Oh.
yeah.
Lady fuckery?
That's love.
That's love. I'm gonna grab a cherry coke.
You want to top this up?
Sure. Did you throw this out?
I did.
This is too cool to throw out.
Okay, well then I'll hold on to it. What was he wasting his time for while I was peeing? I don't know.
Telling us about Sam.
The rest of you see
kisses.
a silver dragonborn with a very wicked white scar down across her face. Arya would have seen this once when you scryed on her. The scar that goes down through her face, kind of across the neck. And she's just
I don't know if I knew she was a dragonborn, but I
I've
was picturing something completely different.
Oh no, I've definitely described her as a dragonborn.
I did not remember that.
Because Zhoadel did the Destiny's Note and saw her like in the prison cell with Mistress Wren, or Lady Wren, Mistress Hillel, Lady Wren, two different things. And then when you scryed on her, she was like silver dragonborn, big scar, just in slave smocks, big old silvery tail.
Yeah. Got some coke and cheese.
Hurry up, fool!
Yep.
Why are you giving that to me? I'm not your dad. Or maybe I am, you don't know. So just to sort of tee up what this space looks like for the rest of you, as Zhoadel opens these doors and then immediately gets face smushed with
Snogged.
Snogged is a good word, snogged by a silver dragonborn woman, who, if you were into dragonborn women, pretty good looking woman.
Yeah.
And the interior of this room that Zhoadel opened the doors to is filled with weird artistry, large skeletons of creatures. Wren can make a history check. Riordan and Falconer can make history checks.
You are retired.
Guidance. I can't do that.
16.
16. You recognize some of these creatures. Like you see a roc's, the big bird, a rock skull off in the
Big
far
bird?
corner.
Grover? You got all of them? Sorry.
I did. I got all of them. We got a big bird, a Grover.
Elmo?
There's an elbow of a giant in the corner. Falconer, did you roll?
12.
12. A little unfamiliar with some of these other creatures. There's sort of these like long, almost like large snake type, like rib cages. Like you walked into a museum. Like you're seeing like dinosaur skeletons and tapestries that are from ages past, and things that this Axel McCragen in this far northern estate, being taken less seriously but getting paid the same as a normal duke after his military career, just spent money on buying from traders and collectors and from mercenaries who worked up on the shelf, and there's candlelight everywhere, and it's fascinating. Glass cabinets, swords, just all this kind of stuff, and then suddenly this silver dragonborn with a finger to Zhoadel's lips, pushing back, like gesturing, like outside,
Yeah, I'm
being as quiet as possible.
gonna nod out. I'm gonna slowly.
You can't see me. No one can see you.
Oh my god, is that John Cena? We don't know. We can't see him.
You hear in your head, Ren, are you seeing these tapestries?
I'm gonna
Called it.
I'm gonna follow them outside.
All right. As I don't know if everybody's following, but as soon as Lady Wren sees the visible people being pushed outside, and she's like holding pieces of Rostin's armor, just like.
Yeah, I'll help also try to ease the.
You're talking about Xandra?
Xandra.
Okay, I was like, Lady Wren. Who the
Sorry,
fuck?
no, yeah, sorry, Xandra. Yeah, Xandra, my bad. A lot of lady names in the last couple of days. And then she like slowly pulls the doors closed. And then she turns around and she looks into your eyes and she just like, yeah, big hug. And she like nuzzles into your neck. I didn't know.
How tall is she?
Oh, 5'8", 5'10", maybe.
Oh, okay.
Definitely, she was a lot shorter than Zhoadel was in Zhoadel's half-orc form, but you're a little closer to her height now.
Mm. Well, I mean,
You're in your half-orc form.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, just
When-
comparatively.
How did you... Oh, you're looking like Zhoadel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Zhoadel.
I never knew if I was going to see you again.
I was gonna make sure you would.
She kisses you again.
Yeah, quit dropping stuff.
What are you doing here?
I came here for you.
Well, then you're in great danger.
What is it?
Lady Wren,
What's happened?
something took her over. She won't let me leave. I feel like she's feeding on me. Something's feeding on me. I haven't been able to use my magic since I've been here.
Are you two the only ones that are here?
As far as I know. Other than those poor saps that keep coming to try and vanquish her. And I've had to drag out all these bodies.
We were never here to vanquish her. We just...
Well, I hope that maybe with your help we could save her. She's still in there somewhere. I keep quiet, or she gets angry, or it gets angry, and I clean, and when she's sort of shut down, in her moments of rest, I talk to her, and I just try and get through.
Has anything worked? Anything?
It seems like when I talk to her, and I remind her about her past and everything she's done, it seems like there's less anger, there's less torment, but then she'll wake up. Or someone will come in, and all I can do is hide. And she tears them apart.
When did this start? What happened?
Well, once she was imprisoned, it was like she shattered her obsidian collar. Something happened, and suddenly she tore the bars off the cell, and tore the bars off of mine, and she dragged me along behind her as she murdered everyone.
Is that why everyone was evacuating? Why this place is abandoned?
Well, yes. She went after everyone that was in this place. And then once the property was clear, she took me back with her.
I don't understand why she would stay here.
I don't understand what happened to her to begin with. It's been a year and a half of torment, and she feeds me, but I feel like I'm also feeding her.
I'm so sorry.
It's been a bit... It's been hell.
Where is she now?
She sleeps in the dungeon. She stays down where it's moist and dark. She stays down by that little magical rift.
Rift?
There's something there. I don't know if she created it or if it created itself, but She parks herself right by it, almost like she guards it.
I gotta burn another spell slot and do primeval awareness again, this time for fiends.
Okay.
Anything within a mile?
Just Arya's fiendishly good-looking booty. No fiends.
Okay.
Please, I think if there's anyone that could help her, it might be you.
So there's a planar tear. Sorry.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry, she's with me.
I mean, I couldn't do anything about it anyway. I'm taxed.
Do you know why your magic hasn't been working? Do you have any obsidian or?
I don't feel like it's an obsidian thing. I think it's more of whatever has hold of her.
Sorry, there's a planar tear in the basement.
I don't know if that's what it is. I just know that there's this little magical line of energy, and she sits by it. She lurks by it when she's in her resting hours.
Something like we saw Cristania do?
I don't know who that is.
No, like above table, DM.
I don't know what that is. You haven't seen it. You have no idea.
But like we saw Cristania tear a.
You haven't seen it. You don't know what
Okay.
it is. I can only give you so much above table.
I don't know what would be the best way to do this. I mean, if something's taken her over, she's been trying to reason with her for a year and a half. I don't know if I don't want to fight her, but I mean, if we can at least like weaken what's like controlling her enough to like get her to stop, maybe we can remove whatever's cursing her, or because she is not like this normally.
Yeah.
So Dale,
Right.
if anyone could do it, she like runs a hand along your face. I believe it could be you.
Right. Okay, group huddle, you guys. Group huddle.
Three of
As
us
you guys
invisible.
huddle, Xander just kind of goes back up to the door and puts her ear to it and just listens.
Okay, guys. What I don't- I mean, I don't. Should we?
This might be an Elizabeth situation, mate. You know,
Right.
where
Well,
just the way it's all happening, might just have to.
I don't want to.
What if we just tell her to leave and we stay and see?
From the sounds of it, it sounds
Draws
like
her out.
it sounds like have you like tried to escape on your own before while she's been asleep?
Yeah, like what happens?
I've made it as far as the gate before one of her dark tendrils reaches out and grasps me. And she doesn't drag me back, but she prevents me from leaving. As long as I keep quiet and talk to her while she's asleep, it seems like she's content with feeding off of whatever I have to offer. And the rest of the time, I just keep myself busy and try not to go mad from the boredom.
Have a fucking orb. God damn it.
What?
Nothing.
Say that out loud.
If only we had an orb for her soul.
Sounds to me like you guys might need a cleric.
Yeah. If we do fight her, I don't want to kill her because that's the only way we can get her back. I think if we can weaken her enough to where we can try to like close whatever rift is, or I don't know, maybe I don't know how we can separate her and whatever's like there.
Yeah. Falconer, do any of your god scrolls talk about rifts?
I love the active cam, Brett. I love that.
Do they? I don't think they do.
No?
I don't think you have any that pertain to rifts at this point.
No, it doesn't. Just going through the notes here, I don't think so.
Yeah, how many of those fucking scrolls do you have at this point? You gotta have a couple dozen at least.
What, 26?
Nice.
I'm just trying to think of, everything we got.
Does anyone know how
Are
to
any of
close
us proficient in Arcana?
these rifts?
Kinneros? Oh, you're not Kinneros. You're Boblin. Fuck. I thought Kinneros was proficient with Arcana.
He was.
He was.
Boblin sure as fuck is not proficient in Arcana.
Boblin's watching this all like musical theater, just like eating popcorn. Like these people are fucking crazy and awesome and entertaining, and I'm just along for the ride.
I've been sitting at a desk
Let me
for
shoot
3
an
years.
arrow
This is
at her.
great.
It'll probably one shot.
Yeah.
Because Arcana's a -1.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It sounds like that rift is the thing, but I wouldn't have the first clue how to seal it.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw a planar thing, Magnus died, and the reason why it was closed was, well, that was a ritual, I guess.
Could we try sending to someone that might know about it? What if we send to Io?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, Io knows.
Io's been working on like interdimensional like stuff forever. I mean, that was his whole thing, right? Him and Varric.
Guess you guys lost the only 2 party members that know sending. Also, do you have
Yeah.
scrolls still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Io was doing it. I think Varric was just along for the ride.
Should
I
we
don't know
try
what
sending
his
to
deal
Io?
was, but
Varric was Dallas.
Dylan. Io was Dallas.
I always get them. Dallas is the younger and taller.
Tall.
Young, tall. Dylan, short.
That was
No, it
so
was-
long ago.
It
When was
no,
that?
it was Dallas. Dallas's character was.
Io.
I know.
He was the one looking into.
Io
chairs.
was the
Yeah.
one without
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah. What was the other one? Varric?
Varric.
Varric, yeah, he was just like a weird ass warlock that was just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm a priest for sure.
Yep.
A little psychotic, yep. That's right. Forgot about that.
I mean, do you think it would be useful if we tried sending to Io just to see? I don't know.
That was fucking session 22.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys met him in the early 20s because Magnus died 25 or 26. Go ahead, Brett.
We can send him an IOU.
Oh! You can have +5 experience for that. That was great. You got to dab after something like that. Nailed it.
How
Add
many,
+5 experience.
How many
That was
scrolls
awesome.
do we have left?
3.
Uh,
Actually, 4, because I gave you one. Did you
right.
use it?
I never did use it. I mean, we'll meet up with Kinross eventually. We're gonna be looking for him after this. If the sending could.
Yeah, Magnus died session 24.
Wow.
It didn't take long. I thought your cousin came in 21.
I mean, that would make sense. They were there for a couple sessions.
Man, that was
They were
when-
there for 4, I believe. And it was 21 you met him, 22 you guys infiltrated, 23 Magnus died, and then 24 everybody said goodbye.
Yeah, I wrote their names down in 22, but
Yeah,
doesn't mean
doesn't
anything.
matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Perry's
What's the plan,
Scary
Amor
Harry
Ventus?
Confectionery.
oh
Sorry,
yeah,
Amor Ventus and Ren and Boblin.
yeah.
Amor Ventus and Varric.
AVWB.
AVWB, I love it. Well, since you guys have an airship, we'll just call you the Air B&B.
If we send to IO, do you think? I mean, I don't know what to think. Should we do it?
I guess.
I just don't know what to ask, like, in 25 words.
Oh yeah.
It's tricky because I don't know we have enough information
Yeah.
to make a full judgment.
Just to expedite this a little bit, because it's been a while. But
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Io wasn't an expert on planar tears. He lost a bunch of his colleagues and friends to a planar tear, and he was almost sucked in before he got that, like, infected by that stained glass sort of complexion across his arms and chest and stuff. And he has been searching for planar tears ever since, but he wasn't a huge expert on it. He was still in the budding phases of trying to figure out how the world worked and how he could find his friends and colleagues and potentially save them.
Yeah.
Kirstania has been really the only main person that you know in history that has like perfected it, and Polgra probably would have been like a close second to discuss about it, but she's now crystallized.
She's a diamond, yeah.
She was always a diamond.
Diamond in the
Shine black, bright, a diamond.
Should we try sending to Christian?
Just
That's a fucking Pandora's box.
thinking back to people you know too. You've met Tarastain Purvat. He was the wizard in South Sina. Hey man, wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yep.
The stoner teleportation wizard.
Tarstein.
Just like think of like anybody that you know that is like super high level arcana people, because you've come across a few like even fucking what's his name, Josiah Loreley Alanis III, Esquire. Like you've met him, and he was a high powered wizard that was searching for his genie. I mean my Aunt Jean.
Yeah, I thought about him while we fast traveled here. Wanted to try and find
Yeah. Think of anybody that you've come across
the
that's like
genie.
super magical, whatever, NPCs that might have information. Try not to like tunnel vision yourself on specific characters, because you guys have met a lot of people.
I've got nothing.
It sounds sort of weird, but what if we tried sending to King what's his face? New God.
Is it vibe between? Of course it's crazy.
Anders? What was it?
Oh, it just had this really good bit.
That's very grizzy.
Oh yeah. Andel, the new Lord,
Andel.
the new Lord Order.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck yeah, you guys have met gods.
I
I always try and send to a god.
send to Andel.
Just hear-
Hey, bud.
Just get like massive static back. Oh God. Yes. It
Sorry,
was.
I'm watching video TV, God News.
I'm watching-
on 10G already.
I'm in 17 different planes of existence, watching 400,000 different TV shows because I'm omnipotent. Omnipotent.
Have you guys heard of Family Guy?
Oh man.
If we tried sending to Andel just for like a...
Sandra's just staring there, just staring at you guys with her ear to the door, like, what the fuck is going on? Why are there so many voices? I can only see 3 or 4 people.
What are we trying to glean from this planetaire? I don't.
I mean,
How is that going to change our approach?
I don't know. I think... I don't know. I thought maybe the planar teller could have had something to do with her shift, and then maybe if we closed it, there wouldn't be a connection, and then she'd... I don't know.
Remember when we did that like godly ritual in the temple with Falconer and stuff? Like, what if we did like some sort of, I don't know, ritual to ask for help?
Babe, look at the camera.
Sorry,
Look at the camera.
from your god. I don't know.
Try.
It worked once.
What was the ritual?
I don't
Oh,
know.
when
we
we were
were
in-
we
you
were in a
guys were in-
temple
you were
and
in
we
Sinai?
did this random.
When you were trying to find the pedophile in the Oni.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was with a little bit of spiritual guidance. Gave you guys a lot of advantage on that.
yeah.
You guys could all try and do like a religious communal thing like that. Like I'm totally open to that. If you're binding, it's sort of like a
It's a
multitude
soul bond.
Yeah. I mean, how about a quick soul bond? I don't mind doing it.
I mean,
You're just embarrassing yourself, man.
it sounds weird, but when I died, I saw, like, Zhoadel. I saw him. So,
Yeah, like a fusing of ritual belief in a religion check or a ceremony, like that definitely goes a lot further than one person doing it by themselves, for sure.
I don't know. It's something.
yeah.
And I'm probably the least religious out of all of us, so if I'm saying it, might be worth a shot.
What are Ren's and Boblin's religious beliefs? Because you're forgetting that there's not a Magnus and a
I guess,
Kinros here
yeah.
anymore. You're down
We're
to
just the
original
nature
Magnus.
people, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just bobbling along, just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Boblin's just hobbling along.
Hobbling.
Everybody's hobbling. All right, we're getting a little off the rails here.
Yeah.
You guys decide what you're doing because I really want to do a big reveal here.
If
at
we
the end.
try like a group,
Let's just crisscross applesauce in a circle.
sure.
Okay.
Sandra, do you want to maybe? We're trying to commune, maybe.
Honestly, I think that whatever's ailing me, I don't think it would be healthy to try and put that in the mix. It might decide to feed off of the rest of you as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
I'm gonna just keep an ear to the door.
Okay.
And she's like
Sure,
every chance she gets, she kind of just like puts a hand on your shoulder or like touches your cheek. Like you guys had a very closeted romance back in the day, and it was like never really acted upon. And then you specifically told me that
Yep.
Xandra was the one.
Yep.
So, and she always thought you were the one too. And
I
so
did
now
say
she's
that.
like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in like a year and a half or like almost or 2 years.
Right.
And she's just like, okay, if you're okay with this, touching, just
Yeah.
touching. Oh my God, yes, missed you. Oh my God, yeah, yes.
Right.
Kisses when possible.
Sitting down. I don't know what's going on.
Sandra.
I assume
Keeps an ear to the door.
the dust of disappearance has now faded.
At this point, yeah, probably been about 20 minutes of debate. I think that's how long it's been in real time.
Yeah.
You all sit down, crisscross applesauce in the snow. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw for their booty. The DC is like 5.
18, natural 18.
We just haven't rolled anything in a while. If you roll,
3.
was that a
24.
3?
Boblin rolled a 3.
Boblin, you take 1 point of cold damage
To the hiney.
Yay!
to the booty hole.
24.
Yeah, if you rolled lower than a 5, not even like a 5, like if it was a 4 or lower, then you take 1 point of cold damage to the booty. You all sit down. Who's enacting this ritual, and what is the intent, and how are they projecting it?
Yeah, I am. So the first thing I'm going to do is use Divine Sense.
What does that do?
Location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, and if anything's affected by the Hallow spell.
Celestial, fiend, or undead, or hallow spell?
Mm-hmm.
What's the distance?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Nothing.
Okay.
So you're leading this little spiritual ritual.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put my holy symbol in the middle of the circle
Okay,
and sprinkle some holy water.
good call.
Yep. And then, go into like a trance thing. Just
Okay.
focus on Pelor. Focus on light and good and warm and all that thing.
And where?
And I'm looking.
What is your intention? Tell me what your focused intention
The intention is to find out how I can help my friend help her friend escape or break free of whatever curses holding them
Okay.
here.
I would like Arya
Mm-hmm.
to make a religion check. State your intention.
Okay.
It's the first time you guys ever did like this sort of group commune thing. You were guided by a very knowledgeable priest or priestess
Religion check.
in a temple of Pelor. Or no, it was a temple of Cassiana. That was an adventure of a roll. I thought it was
That
going
was
over.
almost good. 10.
10, okay. Little bird. Make a religion check and tell me what your intention is.
My intention is to look like I know what I'm doing based on what everyone else is doing. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know shit about shit.
Okay, so roll with disadvantage.
6.
Okay. Zhoadel,
I'm going to
Okay.
try
a religion check.
and reach out to Zhoadel to
State your intention.
free my friend from what's ailing her, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever curse has got a hold of her. 10.
10. Riordan. Religion check and tell me what your intention is.
Intention is to free Xandra from the chains that bind her here.
Okay.
Whatever that may mean. Shout out to Horatio, God of Adventure. That is a 18.
18 helped a lot. And Boblin the Goblin. Tell me
Do I
what.
do the check after?
So tell me what your intention is,
Okay.
and then
My
roll.
intention is to help my friends.
Okay.
To help Zhoadel save her friend.
I feel like there might also be a part of Boblin that's maybe lost people in the past that sort of like gets this intention.
Mm-hmm.
Because goblins are pretty short-lived and typically kind of weak. And
Yeah.
I'll give you a religion check with advantage.
Okay. Let's go.
19, nice.
19. I got music up and not D&D Beyond. And then Roston. Listen, Zhoadel. I'm with ya. I know what it's like to lose a friend. I'm gonna put every ounce of my newfound religion power into helping you find her back.
Religion power! Arm clasp. I want to do like a.
And your arm like covers his like whole arm.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
either
natty fucking 20, baby.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I
there.
feel the religion powers.
Doubles up on a success because yeah, you guys were really riding that line there. Okay.
Did I get a roll or no?
Oh, I thought you rolled already.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Said,
Yeah.
what are you dipping? I didn't roll anything.
Sorry. I thought you had gone already. So state me your intention
He did already.
and then
Yeah.
roll. Yeah. Then roll. Sorry.
Yeah, I think.
It's a lot of
There we go.
a lot of
24.
people.
The guy with the religion proficiency here did get the roll.
Oh yeah, then does he get to roll with advantage?
True.
No, it was based off of specific wordage.
No, but I get a +5 to my rolls, and I rolled a 19. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That definitely balanced the scales. I would now like everybody to roll a d20, just a flat d20.
Ooh.
We'll go.
16.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Falconer.
17.
Kinneros.
Boblin.
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 Rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay.
10.
10.
16 also.
16. And that's a natural 17 for fucking Falconer. Or not Falconer. Fucking Riordan.
Roston.
Roston. God, why do I don't know what it is. I don't
Good to
know what
see
it
a
is with
grid
the
on that
names.
one.
So with all of your guys' religion checks, it started at a DC 20 on just a flat roll for everybody. And then with the nat 20, or somebody rolled high enough, it brought it down by 1. Nat 20 brought it down by 2. The 24 brought it down by 2. And somebody else rolled something that brought it down by 1. And you all beat the spread.
Sweet.
So as you're sitting, holding each other's hands, frozen booties in the snow, how can we help? And you watch as suddenly you guys are having another one of these communicable, is that the right word?
Communal
visions. As you are suddenly all, you're like feeling each other's heartbeats in each other's hands, and suddenly everybody's heartbeats sort of sync up, where it was like, and you're like, I'm not really feeling, and then you're rushed into this moment.
I should not have taken those edibles.
Bad time to do drugs. Kinneros is also, or no, fucking Kinneros isn't here. Fuck, goddamn, Boblin. You guys are all pushed into this vision. How can we help? And you all sense that in your minds. You get this sort of like, it's not behind your eyelids, it's like it's behind your eyes, the light of Pelor, pushing from within. A helpful, a god that is all about growth, fertilization, communal nature, the harvest of not only plants and seasons, but the harvest of people and their worth. How can we help? And you see this dungeon, for the first time, everybody seeing this dungeon, the dungeon that Zhoadel saw in the Destiny's Note, a bit of a borderline sort of experience that Arya had when she scryed on Xandra. And you see this woman, long black silky hair flowing down around her as she's sort of sitting in the fetal position, almost sort of rocking a little bit with that
Can
noise.
I tell everyone that it's Lady Wren?
I'm assuming that's everybody's getting the same gist.
Yeah.
I imagine that would be a communal sort of thought, a spiritually shared moment. How can we help? And you see the hair on her head, as beautiful as you saw it back in the day. It's a little larger, slick and down, longer, goes down to the ground and spreads out farther than seems natural. Black, silky tendrils peering out, and you just see Pelor's lights sprinkle across the hair alone. And then 2 words. Take it. Oh, sorry, 3 words. Take it back. And you all come out of this sort of strangely lucid dream with that vision in your head. The body, and this long, glistening, tendrily hair spiraling off through the stones, through the keep, through the palace, glistening as sort of your sign. How can we help?
Is that the same vision Kinneros had? He told us about it.
It's not dissimilar. he did speak of an event he had when you guys first came to Dara, of a vision of a woman with long, silky black hair that filled the room and cornered him and saw him in his future sight, though he could not identify the person.
Remember that?
So I was sad Kinrose wasn't with us tonight. Boblin's like, wow, that was fucking crazy. You guys do this kind of like weird like peyote trip all the time? Let's go to the desert next, you know? Let's take a bunch of peyote, walk the dunes, maybe murder a guy.
I could totally go for
Was
that.
forged in the desert.
You were forged in the desert. Little spoiler about Falconer.
Well, what did that mean?
Her hair seems to be a source of
A rare.
a rare. A rare.
What's that, a Deanosaur?
It seems to be some sort of. I don't know if it's like a source of power for her, but I mean, it didn't seem natural. It didn't seem. You guys saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we can. They said take it back. Give her the Rapunzel treatment.
Chop it off. That seems too on the nose.
I mean, have you guys seen Tangled?
No.
Her golden hair became brown, and after they chopped it off, Mother Gothel, she was like, no, and then she died because the hair's magic. The hair is magic. It was gone. Because Flynn Rider. Anyway. I need to rewatch that movie. That one was pretty good. What was I thinking about? I think take it back. If we just like go barber mode and then put the scoop rings in the portal.
I found a Chonkus.
So the
And
plan
you see the Chonkas.
the plan is to scalp her and then throw her hair back through the rift.
What did I just
Yeah,
come back
that's
to?
what you missed.
Okay.
Some Inglorious Bastards shit, just friggin'
Just carving swastikas into Nazis' heads now?
I never
What the
said
fuck?
scalp her. I said if maybe we
Come now.
cut her hair off. I don't know. A god just talked to us and was like, check out the hair, take it back. I don't know.
What the hair, man?
I mean,
yeah, I think
that when I was listening to her, that's what I heard.
How do we know that this was a god that was talking to us?
Oh,
I don't know.
I'll
You
leave that
felt it?
explanation up to
Can you just like
Falconer.
felt? I don't know.
I've never had any experiences with
Ask
gods in
Magic
the
Man.
past.
Falconer.
As you say those words, Ren, you feel both of your axes quiver on your belt. Just for like a half second, like like you got a text message sort of vibe. When it was on your, it was like,
Do, 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 do.
you've got mail.
Hello.
and he axes himself to death.
Ugh.
Herself. Oh, see, this is getting confusing now because now Magnus is a female, but in Tori is a female, Ren's a female, but in Magnus's campaign, now Xander is a male, and I was just like, guys, the pronouns are going to get real fucked up from campaign to campaign, just forgive me.
That's how it goes.
Let's all just go by you. You.
You, Zhoadel.
That one.
But it's only audio recorded, that's why I gotta say names.
We'll have one of those like.
Maybe we have like Xandra go out to the gate, and then when one of the tendrils comes out, we chop it.
I can see
to
that.
see what happens. I don't know, just an
I mean,
idea.
If those tendrils are like actual hair, that's what it's seeming like.
Sandra. Is Sandra still there?
Yeah, she's had her ear up to the door the whole time, just listening.
Are the tendrils actually hair?
I don't know. It's just sort of like a darkness. Something that seemed to leech me of my strength, my health, and my magic.
Take it back. What is that?
I'm gonna try something, and I see no downside in trying this.
Do it. Do it.
I thought you were going to say, can I insight this bitch?
I mean,
No, I'm going to cast Remove Curse on Xandra.
Okay. Read me the spell.
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object so it can be removed or discarded.
You cast the spell. Xandra seems unaffected. There's no shattering of magical bonds. There's no wisping of black shadow. There is no untethering of ties. It seems like whatever's keeping her here is not a curse.
It's worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. That was a good thought process there, man. This is another one of those fully homebrewed things that I found a vein, and I kind of followed it, and it didn't work. Then I followed it a different way, and it kind of worked. And then I followed it a third way, and I was like, "Yep." And you guys have been kind of skirting the right sort of path as far as everything goes, but ultimately, there's still just a crazy wizard lady in a basement.
can I make an insight check on,
Falconer.
no, on Falconer's god?
You cannot.
Insight check a deity. That's
Yeah.
impressive. Love the reach.
Maybe we should just try going down to the dungeon. Maybe she's got like some old library books or something like that.
Do I
Maybe
know?
we'll see something down there that needs to go back.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Might not be hair.
Maybe she's in love with Sandra. Wants to keep her around, you know?
What was that fucking board game we played where we like went down into like a dungeon and it was like a library underground coastal? It was like
Yeah, it was in Connecticut.
it was
That was Mansions of Madness.
Mansions of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, all right, yeah, we're like at sea level, and then we're going down.
And it's
just
a
like,
library.
who keeps a library underground at sea level? Like, all these books are ruined.
I remember that.
Idiots. Yeah.
It's like 90% humidity in here.
It's like a sauna.
Yeah,
for books.
you pick up a book and it just like falls apart. Sort of dry, crackly pages, but
Yeah,
not.
maybe something came through the rift
Yeah.
I mean,
that needs to be returned.
yeah, what I know
That's
of,
like in the room.
how big is like from the main area to the dungeons? Like how long of a traversal?
Okay, so within the estate, Brett, camera me.
We're back. Side cam.
You're in there.
Am I in frame?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You've been in there for
Whoa.
like 5 minutes.
Oh.
What is happening?
That's because
Oh.
you gave the rock and roll.
Hold on. Let me do that again. Lean out of the way.
It's gonna get there. Yep.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah! I was wearing my frickin' I was wearing my shirt earlier, my Freddie Mercury shirt. Oh no, I wasn't. It was my
John Lennon.
shirt. I have a Freddie Mercury shirt that says, "I'm not going to be a rock star. I'm going to be a fucking legend."
Nice.
If I'd have been wearing that shirt right now, that would have been awesome.
It would.
Sorry.
All right. So, from where you guys came in here, and Xander, if you want to scoot so you can watch.
Yep.
We're good.
Well, just so you can see without having to watch the screen. You guys basically got as far in as there before Xandra came boot scooting booty in, grabbed you, pushed everybody back outside, where we did a little religious event, which might not have been as helpful as you guys think, but we'll get there. Coming back in, we have stairs going up, stairs going up. Underneath these stairs are also passageways. And at the back, both here and here, sort of beneath the servants' quarters, are stairways
Going down.
that go down into the prison quarters. Everything in this general space, typically upstairs, or is the museum, and then just back doors there. That was the one you escaped out of.
Right.
And then you guys like charged through
Oh, no,
here
that's
and got
on the
tracked by guards, and then you got dimension doored out there, which is where Yumi died with the javelin through her chest.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple 100 feet to get to a staircase that will lead you down into the prison cells.
I've been down there, right?
You're happy to report that you have only been down there once.
Mm.
You were escorted down there basically on like Lady Wren's tour of like, don't end up down here.
Oh.
Because you will be tortured and torn apart and burned at the stake, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of these larger Darren estates, they typically have like basement prisons for, torturing insubordinate slaves or potential rebels.
And you said Sandra was wearing like full comfy.
Oh yeah, like so actually I was just
slippers?
reading it.
Does she
her
have more pairs?
So her feet are wrapped in soft cloths. Slippers was the wrong word.
Oh.
She's literally taken like cotton blankets and like wrapped them around her feet so she doesn't make footfalls.
Gotcha.
Do we think we should head down there? See what we can see?
Yeah, I don't think any amount of prep is going to prepare us.
Okay. Would I know of any place where there could even be like a hold for like weapons or an armory of some sort?
Honestly, in a Darren keep, everything you guys have on you is probably way better than anything else you're gonna find.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might find some mag-load crossbows if you're lucky, but obsidian-edged weapons might be ivory-edged weapons. You're not sure. They might have all been taken out of here when the evacuation took place, because that was a long time before the new Lord Order rose. So it would be a bit of a scavenger hunt to see if there was anything worthwhile in this place after 2 years. Like what you have on you is probably going to trump anything that you could find that was scrap left behind.
Okay.
How much longer would Lady Wren typically be asleep for?
I'm
Or
not-
is this midday? She's awake.
She's typically awake more during the evening.
So she's sleeping right now.
Well, I haven't gone down to check yet.
Oh.
I've been up here just keeping quiet, keeping busy, trying not to go insane from the solitude. Which I'm not even entirely sure that when I first saw Zhoadel, I thought maybe I'd finally cracked.
Is there something I can say that can like some sort of like inside knowledge that would like assure her that it's
When I finally felt our lips touch,
yeah, that'll do it.
I knew that you were here.
I'm gonna give Sandra another big hug.
Oh, she hugs back, and like her tail like loops around one of your legs too, like triple arm hug, and she like is reluctant to let go.
After like, I don't know.
You turn back into a
Oh
human.
shoot!
Wait,
No, it's her. It's her.
Check out this thumb.
I don't know what this.
Look, it's purple.
Yeah, okay, you got a purple thumb. What's going on?
Okay, don't freak out. I may or may not have died.
And I brought her back, but she didn't have a body, her original body, to put her soul into. So she came back as a human.
Yeah, that is true.
Tell me something only Zhoadel would know about me.
One time when the Duke had his highest guests over, you were helping set the table and you broke the massive vase on the table, and you weren't allowed to come out for like a month. But I visited you and I gave you food and treats.
Her eyes soften. Can you write that down as canon? Because that.
I can't write it down right now.
Oh damn! Why didn't you keep that notepad? She reaches out again with like her, because she's got like long kind of dragonborn claws.
Yeah.
And she like touches your cheek and face. She looks deep into your eyes for a minute. It rolls an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a nat 15 and then a nat 18 because I gave her advantage because of the story. Why are you going and dying?
I don't know. I would say it wasn't my fault, but it was my fault. It was bad. I got ganked to death by some trees. Don't ask.
You always did
It was pretty bad.
You always did have a bit of a problem with nature. You remember that one time that horse almost kicked you to death?
Yeah.
Actually, it was horses for 8 people. Sorry, I'm going to retract that. That's not canon. I just couldn't help but watch your face.
Yeah.
She grabs one shoulder and one hip, and she looks deep into your eyes. You're still the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. And she kisses you again.
And I'm super strong, and I'm gonna keep kissing.
I don't know how to... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I
Are
think
we
we
gonna
should...
do this or what?
Yeah, whatever. Not whatever. I love you, baby. Let's go.
She pauses for a quick second, her eyes widen.
Oh, shoot, wait, I never did. Yeah. Mean it. Soul sister. Bond forever. To the sun and the moon and
So,
look back in
soul
the mirror.
sisters, or did you just say you love me?
I said both of those things.
Which one did you mean more?
I meant that I love you more.
You see a little tear come out of her eye.
Don't cry, baby. I hate this. Okay, let's go.
I love you.
Xander hates this.
I've always
Sorry.
loved you. Since the day we met. Now go. Go, don't look back.
No, Xander.
But
Okay,
we need
guys.
you to come with us.
Do we?
I think you're all going to be a bit, especially that dwarven fellow, a little bit loud. I'm going to wait outside.
Yeah, admittedly, I don't really want her in peril.
Well, I don't have any of my magic right now.
Does Rasta want to switch to his dexterity?
Yeah, I was
I don't
gonna
know.
say.
We're not going to go into combat. I'm going to queue up combat, and we can decide next session.
Okay.
I feel
Alright,
like
let's
he's
go.
had his fighter armor on for most of the things.
We'll
Anyway,
we'll do
he can
stealth
decide
checks.
that.
We'll do stealth checks without Rostin being a hindrance. And you have pass without a trace.
Correct.
Okay, so is that what's going on? Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I can cast Pass Without a Trace.
That's annoying. I can't make next session.
Why?
I have a school 1X performance thing.
Maybe we could pick a different day.
Yeah? That would work.
Thursday? How's everybody doing on Thursdays? It's not curling season.
Next week?
Yeah, next.
You guys can discuss it in the group chat. For now, let's
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
stealth. Everybody stealth check.
Pass Without a Trace, so everyone has plus 10.
I am going to have taken off.
So Brett is
Oh.
basically invisible without being invisible.
No, I'm going to keep on the armor.
Rostin with disadvantage still rolled an 18.
Damn, I got a nat 20, but then I still had disadvantage.
Why do you have disadvantage?
I'm wearing Rostin's armor. I don't know if I want to take it off for this fight.
Stay off.
It's still a 16.
Okay. 18, 16, Riordan.
36.
35!
Hey, who let this fucking guy in my house? Who are you? Kinneros?
Boblin.
Boblin!
32.
Damn, who are you? I thought you were a different guy.
Salty little guy.
I thought you were an elven guy there for a second, but you're actually a goblin. That's weird. Falconer.
Salty little goblin.
What'd you get, Falconer?
Falconer.
Yep, 22.
22.
Did you
Also
have the
22.
Did you
22.
have the Tenderosna?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 7.
Ah, gotcha.
And Ren.
35.
35. I don't think anybody in this campaign knows who you are.
Yep.
Okay. That'll get you guys all the way up and around that corner and down through the stairs very, very quietly. Rostin's the only one, like, at one point, somebody sees, like, one of his shoulder pauldrons is about to clatter and just, like, sticks a finger in there, and it sort of just stops from the clang. It's just a finger. Just a finger. You having fun, babe?
Yep.
You guys start to creep down the stairs. As you come into... There's a short hallway. It's maybe only about 15 feet.
Let me give you a little bit of a reference point here. Let's do it. That's a marker on the floor.
So as you guys come down, there's a little short chamber here
In the basement.
in the basement.
Were you saying it's a foyer?
It's a foyer. It's only a foyer if you're nasty. And beyond,
Is there a door? Or is it open?
there is a singular large sliding door, like a barn door.
Is there a window?
There's like 2 bars. Like it's a very, very narrow point of like just peeking in to make sure that things are the way they're supposed to be. It's about my head height up though. So
Oh, okay, I can't see.
Arya's not seeing
Shit.
through it. Boblin's not seeing through it.
One of you tall people.
Oh, look in.
I will observe its side.
Guidance.
Make a perception check, Ren and Zhoadel, or
You have
one
the
of you with
guidance.
advantage.
I'll give Ren an advantage.
Okay. And did you just say guidance? Say it louder so I can hear you.
Sorry.
I heard it. That's all
I
that
was
matters.
whispering because we're stealthing.
Stage whisper. You got a stage whisper.
What are we doing again?
Perception.
Perception.
So 14 plus 1 plus
It has verbal components.
23.
23. As you peek through, you see a chamber. We're gonna do it this way. This is where the sliding door is here. You peek in and you see all manner of torturous materials on the wall. You see a rack. Look at this rack I made.
Nice rack.
Torturing people. Thanks, buddy. I grew them myself. You see a long, dead, shackled skeleton person on the other side. This table in the middle, kind of coated in blood. Somebody want to take a picture of that for the online folks?
Give him a quick flyby.
Cool.
So the top left-hand side there is where the sliding door is.
Yeah, I always try and put like entrance points where I am and like further points to go towards
And Ren
you guys.
is where?
You,
Haven't seen her yet.
Ren hasn't seen Ren yet.
Okay.
Little bird.
New Ren hasn't seen old
Little
Ren.
bird, fly past my window.
LD.
Little bird. I'm gonna send you that song. That's Ren's theme song. I learned about it from Futurama.
Cool.
That's what Ren gets with her perception check.
Was there anyone in there?
It looks like a room for torture.
The torture of 8 people.
Shoot.
Sucks.
It's in the middle there. Is that waterboarding?
It's sort of just like a
Bench.
table to cut people up, sort of thing. Yeah, just like a torture table.
Gross.
Does it look like the door is like locked or trapped?
Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
14.
With advantage?
14.
Yep.
Doesn't appear to be locked. Doesn't appear to be trapped. With a 14 investigation, you can see there's very well-worn pattern of it opening and closing on the ground, like the grease of the wheels has been consistently making a mark on the floor as it's been opened and closed over a extended period of time. And it rolls open silently, perfectly greased, perfectly silent.
Are there any more doors or?
Now that you have the door open, make another perception check.
Guidance again.
I'm gonna make my own. Nope.
I'll do that actually as well.
Everybody, give me everybody.
And
Everybody, 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 everybody.
oh,
Ow.
13 that time.
Oh.
23.
oh,
3,
25.
25.
Easy 25.
2 plus 5.
Easy 25.
So 7.
7. Falconer. Kinneros.
23.
Just hearing.
Boblin.
Boblin.
13.
God.
13.
It's going to get worse juggling 2 campaigns. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, you guys see a little further beyond.
Ooh.
To the great beyond.
Oh shit.
Please don't come apart.
Alright.
Dang.
Bye.
Damn! Come here, you little shit.
Wait, how tall is Ren?
5 something.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Like my height?
Pieces.
No, she's 5'10.
Oh shit, okay. So I could just be like peering through your legs.
As now you see the gates to the prison cells.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Wow.
In what is now just the foyer, if you're nasty, to the prison cells. And then the fountains, the shitters, the beds. As you actually, if you look in each of these corners where the little white cross things are, piss there, shit there.
Little great.
There's the
And
barrels with the ducks.
those are the duck barrels, yeah. And as you come in,
Slowly
Stealthily.
creeping, grab your minis.
edging along the wall.
Oh, where were they?
Edging's fun. See, that's why I don't put the base plates up there too. That's why I always take the base plates off.
We got it.
I know you got it. Everybody.
Freaking.
Oh.
I would have been behind you.
Who is anybody still invisible?
Nah,
I
we're
don't
off
think
a
so.
long way back.
just in case, I'm gonna start another orc, half orc.
Okay.
I'm gonna do function twins as well, just before I forget.
Okay.
Long strider.
I'm gonna
Don't know what that means. You guys
good
remember
spell.
all that because we're about to wrap up.
rage.
So remember everything you're doing: tungsten twins, rage, long strider, cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, I think I'll put the hood up.
Anybody doing anything? You've got this 6 seconds to prep that as
Wolves.
wolves. Pop them on the fucking map, then, brother.
Brother, ew.
Brother, what is that? Ew. And this is a mini I've been gushing to Krista about, have never shown her, and was worried I was not going to get to use when Zhoadel died. I'm super fucking happy about this one.
Oh.
As suddenly you see Lady Wren just on the other side of the bars.
Oh yeah.
As she hears you coming in because she has tremor sense and blind sight out to 120 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, I was thinking that we wouldn't be able to fucking stealth
Oh,
in here.
you got down there with.
Shit.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's like
Remember I told you I was like one of the best boss minis I've ever made?
Yeah.
All of those fucking. Okay, so let me describe this first. You come in, you pace into the room, the door slides open soundlessly, and she's basically right here.
Well,
At fir-
hello there.
Let's
At
do like
first-
the Bond villain reveal.
No, she's facing
Oh, okay.
facing you guys' way because she's been feeling your steps
General Kenobi.
as she
got that vibe.
is just a woman in fetal position, and you see the hair come out of her body. And then she looks up, and it's like the hair goes into her eyes and turns them black before bleeding out on the sides. And then it starts to stream up and get bigger and spread and get larger. And suddenly it's like she's like Dr. Octopus, like it's pushing her off of the ground, coming out and spreading in all directions as she just like looks and sees Zhoadel and gives like a
Red.
as the hair like then boom boom turns into that, and that's where we're gonna end.
She does not normally look like that, you guys.
She's so much nicer.
There's a few other things I need to put on the map that go along with her.
Well, this situation just got hairy.
Oh, there it is. We've got a thing there, a thing there. You just plop those little round end down. Corey, you pick a spot for that one.
Sweet experience. Probably just roleplay.
We'll give you 200 for the session. 200. Somebody send that to the group chat for Tate. But yeah, that just yeah. I've been waiting all day to just drop that on the table.
Is the rift here?
You can't see it from, if there is, you can't see it from where you're at.
69 thou.
Nice.